Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another Premier League Watchalong. Got three more, literally the last three now. The London Derby, away to Chelsea. Champions League finalist Chelsea, FA Cup finalist Chelsea, because they sacked their manager Chelsea and acted like a big club Chelsea against mediocre Arsenal, who blame everyone but themselves. And as you can see, I'm joined by Warren and Russ, who just joined us in the chat. Guys, how you doing?
So bitter. What is wrong with you?
Can't be. No, I'm being spoiled, ain't I?
Bitter and twisted. How dare you?
I can't criticize. I can't criticize whatever. I forgot.
No, you can't criticize because you'll lose viewers.
Can't be critical because you're not supporting your team. Apparently, you've got to accept it.
Agenda.
Fucking idiots. But yeah, as you can see, guys, the lineup is on the screen. You guys, I sent you over the screenshot of what the lineup was. What the hell is he doing today? Who was a start? Russ. What the fuck is he playing at?
It was 5 at the back, 3 at the back, or whatever you tend to think. Saka playing right back, I guess.
I'm assuming so because Tierney's playing. So I'm assuming so either way, isn't it?
I'm really disappointed Pepe isn't playing.
I don't get why. Again, Pepe. I don't know why Matt Ryan was injured at the weekend. And now he's suddenly fitting on the bench again. So why is he not playing?
Pepe and Willian won us a game at the weekend. They're not starting. Don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Martinelli. What was Martinelli got to do to get a start? I mean, Bellingham's on the bench again. We've got players on the bench who want to leave. We've got players in the 11 that want to leave starting. I mean,
at least the Biles ain't playing.
That's true. He's on the bench, but yeah,
he's not starting.
Yeah, it's true. I'm just literally just not with it really in the game. It's for the game itself. I want us to win, obviously, but I don't get why. He's trying because the season's now dead. He's doing 5. He's playing like 5 at the back all of a sudden. It's like seriously, no, and playing a fucking winger in a defensive, playing him in a defensive role. He's never played on that side before in a defensive role.
Mm-hmm.
And also, he's not right-footed. Just saying. But hey, what do I know?
That's why you're not manager of Arsenal.
No, because I make sensible decisions. Yet. Being the opposite word. 100 to 1. Put 10 on it now.
1,000.
No, because I'd play players in their positions, and I wouldn't again on the day of a fucking match in a press conference throw every player that's underperformed this season under the bus like he's done today.
I don't have an issue if they're enforced changes. I don't mind that, but he just tinkers every game for the sake of it. I just don't understand it.
I've done it all season. It pisses me off. What pisses me off now is he's been defending certain players all season. Now he's throwing them under the bus. Now the season's dead. His job's at risk. No, it's not my fault. It's their fault.
I think we know he's staying, mate.
I know. Yeah, because we have an owner who hasn't got that mentality.
No,
he's wanted to achieve. No, of course not. No matter what he says, and it's just the longer Arteta stays, the longer it rams it home to us.
Mm-hmm.
And all this PR, but we're going to spend 200 mil this summer on this player, and that player, this player, that player. Oh, that's the problem. That's the only problem at the club, isn't it? We could literally get the best. We could go and get an Mbappe, for example, and we'd still be fucking shite. I'm just bringing in Gary as well. Gary, how you doing, mate?
Hello, everyone. Hello, Ryan, Warren, Russ, and the chat.
Mr. Willian Copter at the weekend.
Yeah. Andrew is on his way, by the way.
Andrew is by the way.
Yeah, he said it. He said he was up for it tonight. So the link's there. So you got a very delayed William chopper coming your way.
Yeah, we got the chopper coming out, mate.
Well, is that he's going to come in and clean up, and
he'll be cleaning something up.
Oi. Now.
Especially if he scores today, 2 in 2 matches.
I just you look at those players and you're like, if you can do this now, why can't you do it when it really counts? Because worst case scenario, you don't make it through the semis. Guess what? We didn't make it through the semis, and
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't have a semi when Willian scored.
I'm just, as you could probably tell, Gay, I'm just literally just. I'm done.
Why do you
do
this to yourself, Ryan? Why'd you do it?
What, become an Arsenal fan? Because he hates himself.
He's not bothered. He's just like, oh, I've got to do it for the content. Oh, I've got to do a live stream today.
It's not that. It's not even that. I just literally got to get these games out of the way and get the somersault.
I know I'm fed up, mate. I don't care anymore. I'll be quite happy just to have. All right, I know it got England and stuff playing in the summer, but I'll just be happy that my weekend is not ruined or just.
For myself, I've got added to the British and Irish Lions tour for South Africa this summer as well. So that.
Oh, we're doing some watchalongs.
Maybe. It's not going to be stupid o'clock in the morning, so yeah.
No chance.
So yeah, because the tour of Africa, South Africa is usually like early afternoon, late evening, like early evening. So
yeah, they're basically the same time as us, aren't they?
Yeah. But as I'm saying, at least I've got stuff to do to keep me occupied. It takes me away from the fucking world that is Arsenal. But I'm not going to be so super good to. Oh, we've been linked with Basuma for the 10,000th time this summer. Yes, we're not going to get
doing
him,
a daily transfer thing. I think you should. Ryan's daily transfer update. You and Richard could team up. You could be brilliant.
It'll be so easy though.
Yeah.
Today.
We've got
nothing. See ya. Hello. Bye. Guess what? There was a forget
it. You can put something explosive in like at the beginning of it and say, "No, nothing's happened."
The biggest deal of the summer is not happening.
It hasn't happened. Yeah. Again.
Absolute coup of the summer transfer window. Going to West Ham.
Yeah, Basuma's gone to Leicester. Sorry about that.
What was it?
Odegaard's got to Liverpool.
Yeah, or was it Dembele we've been linked with now? There's some Dembele from Lyon.
He's gone to Man City.
Yeah. Oh dear. No, it's staying put. Yeah.
David Luiz, got another year.
We could have let him go for 40 mil, guys, but we're going to keep him on for another year or two. We love him that much. But
I wouldn't mind David Luiz getting another year.
We don't talk about Granite.
Yeah, no. Granite, do you know what? Everybody has an issue. Most people have issue. I don't. He works hard. That's all I can really sort of. He's not a left back. He's being asked to play there, and he's doing it to the best of his ability. All right, it's utter crap. But
why would you put him there? I mean, that's the problem I see with that thing. You've got enough players that can play that position that actually have played it, and you've got Saka. Worst case scenario, you have to go to Saka. So it's not even that. Why you play? He's got so much trust in him that it's to me it's jading his decision making because. You don't have to do that. You could have pushed Saka back, and you would gain more than you would lose because, to me, you get another offensive play on the field. Isn't that a good thing? So
you could just play the kid, couldn't you? You can play Aziz now. So 3 matches left.
Scored today. He scored today.
I mean,
Aziz for the under 18s.
Obviously, he can't play if he's playing for the under 18s, but just fling him out there. That's what we used to do. Like Ashley Cole and
why not?
And all them players, they got to get their debut sometime, haven't they?
Well, he thinks he's got a chance, though, so he's not going to blow it, right? As far as he's concerned. He's got a slight chance. He had a whole season to make those chances a reality, and he's still holding on hope, right? Because everybody said, you know what? He's going to put everything he wants, everything he needs to into the Europa League. I don't think he did that. He did the same thing he did to Southampton, as far as I'm concerned, right? In the FA Cup, that wasn't somebody who was looking to win that match, not the way he set up the team.
Chelsea are that confident they put Billy Gilmore in midfield and Kappa in goal. What did that tell you?
And we're probably going to play right into their hands the way we play. That's the problem. We'll play right into their hands. We won't punish them in the spots that we need to. We won't put balls in the frame. We won't be able to hit it at all. And then we won't be able to. And then we'll be terrible in the midfield. And then Gilmore would look like, he's having too much fun out there. All right. Oops. All right. Just 1 second. I gotta.
Warren, whilst Russell disappeared into thin air, and now Gary, what are your thoughts on this lineup?
I'm still here.
Mate,
I'm just trying to figure out where my stuff's gone. Oh, there it is. I just wanted to find where my picture went to.
I think we've said it a million times over, haven't we? Once again, Holding is playing. A guy who, I kid you not, he couldn't jump for a ball in the air if he tried. He's pretty poor. He's going to play in we're playing a 5-3-2 tonight. That's quite obvious with Tierney and Saka. We're going to have three in the midfield. We're going to have Partey, Odegaard. But it's it. Oh God, it's going to one's going to sit deep. Odegaard, Smith Rowe, and then you've got Martinelli can't get in the side. Why not? Hello, Mark. Greenie in the chat. Very, very simply. And I've got a little something for you, Russ.
What have you got for me, mate?
Right. So I was talking to Ryan a couple of times, and I know a guy who deals with players. I mean, having been a manager and being a ref and everything. And I know a guy who he's an agent for Championship players and League One players.
Brownie, is it?
No. And he wouldn't tell me the name of the player, but a Brentford player was approached with a possibility of going to Arsenal. Yeah. And this is from a really, really reliable source. He's basically the agent for a player. He's very good friends with this player who plays for Brentford. And he's absolutely no interest in joining Arsenal. This is a Brentford player. No interest in joining Arsenal.
Yeah, I mean you've got a choice of about two, haven't you? But the fact is, the step up is a bit, isn't it? I mean, if it's who I think it is, he
doesn't see it as a step up. That's the worst thing about it.
Oh well, the thing is, he's going to if you're number one, if you're playing week in week out for Brentford, I think and if you're just going to be a squad player at Arsenal, I think it does cloud your judgment a little bit.
That is a struggle, though, isn't it? I mean, in the old days, even if you thought you might be a squad player at Arsenal, you'd have leapt at the chance. You'd have leapt at it. I kid you not. If I'm not being funny, Russell, they turn around and say, "Oh, you're playing for, I don't know, someone who's not quite going to get there, your Bournemouth or whatever, and your first choice for Bournemouth, or you've got a chance of breaking into the Arsenal side. You want to go to Arsenal. You want to play as high as you can when you can. And the fact that Chelsea, I thought they might put a weakened side out tonight, and I don't think they'll put their foot in because I don't think anybody wants to get injured. Nobody wants to get injured for the FA Cup. Nobody wants to get injured for the Champions League final. Players just do that. That happens. There's a real chance to get a point here at Chelsea, and I thought we might at least take the handbrake off, let some of the younger players play, and just have a real good go at them because there's nothing to lose. And yet we've started with what I can only describe as a formation and a lineup that won't see much of the ball.
Pretty much.
We did this against Liverpool, and it ended up attackers v defenders.
Yeah.
Just baffling. It's been said over and over and over, hasn't it? It's one of them. Almost like phoning up Kurt Cobain and saying, "Where'd you leave the shotgun? I can use it at the moment." You know what I mean? Honestly, I just want to hide in the sand and not come out until this bad dream is over.
The dream's a fucking nightmare.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just, I don't know what to say.
What do you do, guys? What do you do? He's clueless.
Hope for the,
You know, thrown the players under the bus today, isn't he?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Literally, before today's press conference this morning, threw every single one of them under the bus after defending most of them.
And you don't do that. You don't do that because there'll be a proportion of them that will just go, F you.
Yeah,
that's it.
By the ones we've mentioned throughout the season where he's throwing up Pep under the bus after the Leeds game and things like that.
Yeah.
He's protected William, he's protected Xhaka. And today he's just gone, no, you're not good enough, you all shit, you all let me down. It's like, oh, that's great. I know this is having to play for. From? Yeah. I wonder why he said that. Maybe he's been told he could be gone if he doesn't get results in his next 3 games, maybe. I mean, these 3 games will mean nothing at the end of the day. The season's been dead.
The way he's talking, he's looking forward to spending this huge war chest that we've got.
Yeah, war chest.
20p.
Yeah. I'll kid you
no,
not.
21p.
Russ, it won't be enough to buy you a new baseball cap, mate, I tell you. Honestly.
You won't actually. Haven't had one for a while.
Honestly, I mean, I love the idea. If it were true, I think young Camavinga is a one hell of a talent. But again, he's a ball-playing midfielder, not a tackler. And we need a tackler and a tracker, somebody who can win the ball. Because you can't play football if you don't go and win the ball off the opposition, you can't play with it.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing that really worries me is, you look at Eduardo and people are going, oh, this, that, and the other. You've got to say, not a massive fan. Substandard forward.
Who?
He says that he's talking about Edouard from Celtic.
Yeah, Celtic lad. I don't think he's that great. No, I'm not. I mean, I know a lot of people who have got the warm ones for him, but I don't see a 25, 30 goal a season player there.
Can't be worse than what we've already got. Let's be honest.
Well, no, that's true. But then again, I'd be more than happy to throw Martinelli in there and see what he does, and Balogun, rather than risk. I don't know, 22, 25 million. I mean, if you're talking those sums, you're not talking top of the wall guy.
I think they're looking to spend like 25 million on the likes of Max Evans. I think apparently he's top of our list. Apparently, all of a sudden, what a coincidence! All these top players have been linked with within 24 hours after the season ticket renewals have come on sale. What a coincidence! I'm not being cynical at all, am I?
No, dude, it's a carrot to get them off your back, isn't it? Get off our backs, because they know that in about 2 weeks' time, even though I'm not going and loads of people won't go and people will protest and go in the pub, but you know that 10,000 fans from somewhere are going to turn up. And,
we were saying this last night in the podcast we did it on the channel. It was that what would make send a perfect signal would be not. Obviously, turn out to do your protest and this, that, and the other,
and then go and watch it in the pub.
There's plenty of pubs in the area. And you can go indoors now as well to watch it indoors, in indoor pubs that don't have beer gardens. Go in there. So they need the money more than this idiot. If you're going to,
we all ought to meet up, go to the protest, and then go for a pint and watch the game in the pub.
Well, exactly. I mean, literally, if you're going to go to the protest. And then, but at the same time, your intention is to walk in that stadium anyway. You're defeating the object because you're putting money. Everyone goes, oh, he only cares about the money. Well, what are you doing going into that stadium? Giving him money.
He's not getting any of my money, mate, that's for sure.
No, but you know what I'm saying, literally, for the 10,000 fools that will go ahead and do it because I haven't been there for over a year. Well, I think I'm sorry.
If you've got a million Arsenal fans, mate, 500,000 of them will agree with us, and the other 500,000 will turn up at the game.
For the sake of a game, it's literally the last game of the season. It's not like it's halfway through the season and things like that. It's for the sake of one game. The season's dead, and it doesn't mean nothing. The game doesn't define if we're going to finish in Europe or not, or this, or win a title. Bin it off. Do your protest. Make your voice heard, and send a signal out, and then go around. There's like maybe pubs up. There's like 10+ pubs in the area.
Yeah,
that you can go to.
It's a wonderful notion.
Yeah,
it's a wonderful notion. It's a wonderful notion, but you and I know the reality is 10,000 Arsenal fans are going to turn up at that ground.
Yeah,
and it's what they do when they get in there. I hope they don't behave like the Man United prats and go onto the pitch and start misbehaving, but let them know.
Yeah, attacking people and breaking stuff and all that.
Yeah, let them know.
Well, they're going to do the lap of honour, are they?
You know when you turn up to a protest. If you turn up to a protest by all means, loudly, vociferously. Don't cause bother, because that you know they're just waiting for that.
Be safe. Don't. Yeah. Because obviously, the last one we had like 5,000 fans turned up before the Everton game. There's a few of them climb up on the roof of the box office with the army, and one of them fell off. Face first.
Face planted, didn't he? I saw that.
And he was out because he got face first. He was out of it. He had to be taken to hospital.
He was, I saw that.
What a bell end. I mean, you hope he's okay, but what a prat,
But yeah, that's as I said, we touched on it last night. That was our concerning thing, that people got around about 5,000, if not more, Arsenal fans turn up for that protest itself. And then 10,000 fans are going to walk in after just before kickoff and put the money in the pocket by booking the ticket, but even put more money into the fucking idiot's pocket by buying the food and the drink and this, that, and the other, and the match day program. And like, this is defeating, as I said, you're defeating the object. If you do that, it's up to you, it's your money, but at the end of the day, you're defeating the object of the whole protest.
Yeah, Chelsea aren't even playing a striker.
Nope.
That's how confident they are.
They still win, probably. Jorginho penalty. You heard it here first.
Yeah. Mark got it spot on yet again. I've said it not just this week. I've been saying it for fucking years. Nice to see Sky Sports have gone anti-Arsenal with Ashley Cole and then prick Redknapp. Yep.
See, why don't if they're going for the sake of diversity, yeah, let's have Cheryl Cole on and Louise Redknapp.
Yeah, won't mind that.
Yeah, I'll have some of that. Instead of old Mr. Treatment Table.
Injury prone FC himself, and money bags.
Cole's a good player though, wasn't he?
Oh, he was. Don't get me wrong, he was a fantastic player. We can never deny he was a fantastic player for club and country, for Arsenal, England, and what he achieved afterwards. But at the end of the day, he lost through his choice at his plan. And every time he's asked about that move to Chelsea, his story changes every time.
Tapped up, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it goes on all the time. People go, "Oh, such and such," but every club is doing it. Every single club.
So I didn't know if Wenger would commit. Then it's in the book. It's actually I was offered a contract at the last minute. They took the contract away from me, offered me a new contract with less money.
Yeah, all right.
So basically, you're confirming you went for the money, basically.
So
short career.
Yeah, I mean you don't blame them going for the money, but I have to say that
the fact
agents are offering players about like there's no tomorrow.
Oh no,
they're the worst ones.
Yeah.
They're just to make money for themselves.
I think you should have to have a league-approved agent who just does all the negotiating for everybody.
But going back to this Sky thing, at the end of the day, there's a London derby between Arsenal and Chelsea. You've got a Chelsea representative in Ashley Cole. I mean, you can say Arsenal, but the latter of his career was at Chelsea. So you go and get someone that's Arsenal, Sol Campbell, Tony Adams, Ray Parlour. They know they've got Paul Merson. They've got contacts with ex-Arsenal players. There's no excuse.
Who did Redknapp play for again? Didn't play for us. Didn't play for them.
Spurs, didn't he?
Tottenham, Liverpool.
You know what I mean? Didn't play for us. Didn't play for them. What's he doing there?
His
Exactly.
cousin played for him, didn't he? Nepotism.
Yeah.
It just pisses me off. It's like no, we're not against any club. We're so up everyone's arse. Yeah. But when it comes to
Arsenal.
Arsenal, this Arsenal is a fucking. All right, Andrew.
Hello, mate. You all right?
Hi, Andrew.
Sorry I'm late.
No, don't do it again.
How are you, boys?
Yeah, not so bad, mate. Not so bad.
Good.
Well, get these last few games away. How you been anyway?
Oh, no, let's not go there. I'm trying to have a good night. No, I'm all right. I'm not too bad. Not too bad.
Not that bad, is it? Christ.
Oh, God.
Had a bad day, and then he saw Holding was playing.
And we're off.
All right. Hello, everyone. Sorry about that.
Oh, dear. So, yeah, Andrew, obviously, you just joined us. What are your thoughts on the lineups?
Why couldn't he have done this when Tierney got injured? That's what I want to know. Why couldn't he done this rather than playing Xhaka at left back for about 8 games?
Yeah. And 2 have been the most important in our season in the end.
It's just it's really annoying because we lost Xhaka in the midfield throughout that period. Mm-hmm. He's never any of our favourite players, but he's still one of our best midfielders. And to have him at left back, and it just cost us, didn't it? So I was calling for that when this formation when Tierney was injured, having Saka on the left and either Bellerin or Chambers or someone on the right. So anyway, I still want us to win every single match we play, whether it's a friendly against kids or against Chelsea. So let's hope we get a good result today. Can't see it, but fingers crossed.
Well, we've got a friendly against Chelsea's kids.
Yeah. But I think even their kids are probably top 4 potential. Let's be honest, with their manager as well.
Yeah, I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed with what he's done. I didn't think he'd be that much of a roaring success, but he
come
knows
on,
what
I
he's
mean,
doing.
any decent coach with that team be able to get something out of him.
But
He's
Russ,
been
what he has
different,
done, unlike Arteta, is he's identified his best 11, and there they are.
Yeah, but he's a real manager, isn't he? That's why.
Yeah.
We're asking a little too much of Arteta at this moment. He is he's far from a product, much less a finished product.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, you could literally go down Ladbrokes, put a tenner on the Arsenal lineup, and lose your tenner every single week.
They've been the best team in the league since he joined.
Since he coming on,
18 clean sheets out of 25.
But that's what everybody expected, right?
That's phenomenal.
Everybody expected them to be a good team because of the quality of their recruiting and the squad that they had. It was just a matter of, do they have the right person coaching and managing them, and they didn't. And
they fired Lampard down the road.
Yeah.
And we kept
Club
on.
legend.
Arteta's a legend. He's won a couple of FA Cups, right? So
I'm saying nothing.
I didn't expect Thomas Tuchel to be this good so quickly. I mean, he literally turned it around overnight, didn't he? And that just shows you what he can do.
Right. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think our squad shouldn't not be 10th. There is no doubt in my mind that we should be 10th. We should not be 10th. We should be, all right, we may not be top 4, but we should be knocking on the door 5th or 6th.
Well, I'm not being funny. Look where West Ham are, and you can't say that their squad is better than ours. No way.
No, it's not.
On paper, no. But they've got a manager that tactically knows his best 11 and knows how to get the best out of them.
Yep. Again, you look at West Ham.
Top 5. We'll be top 5 with a good manager if we had someone like Tuchel. I've got no doubt about that, and potentially top 4, or depending on how much you can get out of players. But it's so frustrating, isn't it? It really is. It's been such a lost season.
Yeah, our recruitment's been awful. Our tactics have been awful, and our substitutions have been awful.
Our recruitment's been awful lately. It's been a lot better, but we're still not utilising the players better. We have had We've had crap recruitment for years, but not. I think lately it's going in the right direction.
I think the recruitment, it's not been too bad recently.
Yeah.
Last couple of windows, getting all the crap out and getting parts. Well, parties been
If you look
missed,
at
but
I've got a question on that one. And why are Willie and Louise here?
It's not going to be
Louise has been our best
every
centre-back.
single player. You're going to have some mistakes, but no one could have. I've said this loads of times, so sorry, but no one could have foreseen just how shit William would have been last summer when he came in.
But you know what? Part of that for me is that they actually overused him. He was not supposed to play 20 out of 22 games to start the season. That's definitely not the reason why they brought him in. Pepe could have played. He could have played if Arteta had any semblance of confidence and trust in him. I mean, that's where he went. That's where he went wrong. He leaned on a player that there's no way he's supposed to play that many games.
Yeah, I've seen it myself.
And no one could have foreseen just how crap Partey's been this year either, and with the injury and everything.
With the injuries,
I mean, he literally just passed the ball to a Chelsea player just then as I'm watching.
Oh yeah, I think the injuries with Partey. I think the injuries this season have took a toll, and the way he's been, that's all been managed on and off the pitch.
Too quick, haven't they?
I mean, I keep going back to it. We've gone back to it over the season, but every time we go back to it, is that North London derby, that first one. Yeah. We're told he's out till mid-January. A week later, he's back for that game on one leg.
You know, if he was still back in Italy or Italy, Spain. Sorry, I bet you the same situation he would have played and he would have looked totally different because I think mentally Arteta weakened him. That's what I think. I think he weakened him in the sense that he second guessed himself, and he wouldn't be like that with a coach like Simeone. No way, right? And if he said you can go out there, and you would go out there and you would do it for him, even though your leg is laying on the floor in the back room. You would still go out there and play.
Yeah,
and
even a manager or coach like Bielsa, you'd run through a brick wall for him.
He's not got the. He's never had the right partner either. Too much has been put on him. Like the last few games, he's just playing on his own to hold the midfield together. You can't do that, no matter who you are.
Yeah,
you know. Exactly. Why didn't El Nini play alongside him the other week instead, like he's doing tonight against Man United? They were brilliant together, if you remember. Absolutely brilliant. He was the water carrier, El Nini, and it allowed that little bit of extra freedom for Thomas Partey to do his stuff, but he can't do it on his own. He literally can't.
Especially when you got, with all due respect, I know we spoke about Spice before, but Spice is confirmed he's no intention of staying in England anymore or beyond this season. So why is he still getting games?
Honestly, I just don't know. He gave up a few months ago.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah,
he threw the towel in. He thinks, right, I'm going in the summer. I'm not. I'm not going to.
As soon as we started losing in November, he chucked it in.
Yeah. There's no way that he's such a bad player that he has been showing lately. You can tell that. You can see that he's got the skill and the talent, but he's just literally not trying anymore.
Biggest evidence of that most recently was the other day against West Brom. When they scored that goal, he's right next to the play, and all he's doing is instead of making a tackle or making any sort of challenge, he's barking orders at Gabriel and the defence to come forward.
It's embarrassing. I think one of the road crossing lady, the lollipop lady down by my lad's school could have caught up with that player quicker than him. Yeah. It was just embarrassing.
There was no attempt whatsoever. It was a half-hearted track back. It was as simple as that. He wasn't busting a gut to get back there.
No, not at all.
No, of course not.
But the other thing that really gets me is I don't think Arteta has the first idea of what his best 11 is. And that's a major problem for me right there. You've had all that time to work that out.
Yeah, I know. I just put in the group chat on WhatsApp, what is wrong with playing your best players in their favoured positions?
Exactly.
Every week. What is wrong with that?
The last game was against West Brom. It was just like, against Villarreal, it was like mix and match. It was awful.
Yeah. just round pegs and holes. Yeah.
It was
I looked at players and went,
inexcusable.
"What are they doing there?"
That performance was just. It was Emery-esque, wasn't it? It was like
Yeah.
the Europa
It was
League final
abysmal.
in terms of disappointment. I don't think that's
That
forgivable.
and everything. Yeah.
It's not
was all-
forgivable, is it?
It was all there for us, and we just literally as an entire team just went, "Nah." And that's unforgivable.
It was one of the
Jesus,
most
here we go.
disappointing.
Oof.
That sounds hopeful.
Like Kai Havertz isn't a striker, put it that way.
Oh dear.
Right, Willian substitution roulette. I'm going for 65 minutes.
We're
I've got
doing that
half time.
already. Yeah, you know what? He's playing his former team, so he has to play. He's fine. You know what? You know what? This will be the day that
45
Arteta brings in
minutes.
a halftime sub. You know,
Yep.
this will be the day because you know what? We need it, and so it's going to be Willian at halftime because he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah.
He's doing everything he hasn't done all season in like the last month.
Oh bloody hell, Marty! What you doing?
Martinelli after 82 minutes.
Wow, how did they get free? I just missed like the last. You know what? And this is the Chelsea that we played, right? 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and he can't even put it between the posts. How is that?
90 minutes. That's 90 minutes pounds worth of talent, apparently. But Mark in the
I
chat
don't
saying
think we get 9 million for him at the moment.
no, talk about
Wow.
Kai Havertz.
I mean, luckily he
Chelsea.
didn't try to chip it over him because he probably would have had a goal.
Oh, Havertz will get it. He'll get it.
Oh my God!
Mark in the chat saying Arteta has his favourites, which he shouldn't have. He's not Ryan Mason.
Well, Ryan's done brilliantly well. Let's not knock Ryan Mason. He has literally
Mason
gone
in.
out and made Mourinho look like a genius.
In Mason we trust.
I cannot. Do you know what? If we finish above Spurs this season, in this season of all seasons, our worst probably on record, it'll be absolutely hilarious, wouldn't it?
It will
Absolutely
be.
hilarious.
I was thinking the same thing, to be honest. It's like how bad.
The only crumb of comfort.
I mean, when you look as soon as they got rid of Mourinho, now, but whatever you think of Mourinho, he's got the experience. He might conceivably have won that final, possible. But Ryan Mason went out there and he picked basically a massively defensive side, and they did nothing different to what they did under Mourinho. And then against Leeds, they got torn to pieces.
Yep.
Really funny. They were so lucky to only lose 1-0 in the final, the League Cup.
Yeah, they were.
Well, they got
Yeah,
ripped to
because
Oh, City were all over them, weren't they?
Yeah, literally.
attackers be defenders, wasn't it?
It was literally the most one-sided final I'd watched ever as a neutral.
I was really surprised because I thought with
from
Mason
Arsenal,
then
Man
taking
United.
over, he'd take the brakes off, but it was worse.
I was watching that Spurs YouTuber. What's his name? The really funny one.
Expressions.
Yeah, I was watching him whilst it was on. I do. I mean, I hate to say it, but I love that guy. He's so funny. I mean, it's just real comedy.
I like watching those brothers, because you obviously get the reaction on Twitter, don't you? Those brothers that sit and watch the Spurs ones, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're quite funny.
But he's like Kevin Hart, isn't he? That guy. Expressions. Come on.
Yeah, didn't he go for? Yeah, wasn't it that Watchalong? He went off screen for 2 seconds, came back with a bloody mask on his head.
I don't know. I didn't see that.
I saw some clip go around Twitter at the time, long afterwards, of him I don't know if it was that Watchalong or another Watchalong, but he actually gets up. He's pissed off. He gets up, comes back, and he has a massive, basically mask on. Basically, but he would wear for burglary. Basically,
Balaclava.
Balaclava,
That's it.
Yeah.
He just sits. You could tell he's still pissed off because the arms are.
What? Come on! No! Oh, we don't score here.
Go on.
Oh, yes. You wait to see this, mate. I'm not going to explain it to you. Just watch it.
But it's good anyway because we're going. Yes.
I've lost my bloody stream, and I'm
That's
going to miss
ridiculous.
it now. I'm going to miss it.
Oh dear.
That was the
Good old
funniest
Tim.
thing I've
Good
seen
old
this
Emil.
season. Well done.
Well done, Emil. Good lad.
This sort
Well,
of stuff usually happens to us.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm about to see it myself then in about a few seconds.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm like,
Oh my!
what happened to my? Now it's. Oh, come on.
That's a blunder and a half.
Come on! I literally just got it in time. What the hell? Who was that? Stones. Yeah.
Oh my
Stones.
God.
No, it's not. It's Jorginho.
There's Jorginho, yeah.
Oh no!
I was going to say, man, that is the sort of shit that we do.
I don't
That's
think
two in a row for Emil Smith Rowe.
I don't think no one in the Champions League this season, boys.
Oh, what?
What the hell?
What?
What was Jorginho doing?
You know what? I know what it was. He's got the green shirt on, and it's like
confused.
camouflage, and he thought and he passed it to it.
I know what.
No,
No,
what? I mean, I know it was
Emil
still
Smith
an
Rowe
easy
again
chance,
after the
but-
match.
He's had a
Emil Smith
meltdown
Rowe
there, hasn't
actually
he?
did all right there
Yeah.
because it wasn't quite as easy because there's players in front of him. He had to steer it right into the corner, didn't he?
Not as easy as it
Right.
looked.
Nice little finish. Yeah, it was.
Nice meltdown from Jorginho, huh? That was funny.
Yeah, I don't think they win. I don't think they win a Champions League this season. Then going by this, Jesus Christ!
I think they will. You know,
I think they will. Yeah,
I'm
I
joking.
think
They're
I'm
not even playing.
joking.
They
I'm
don't
joking.
even playing all of their players. I mean, come on.
I'm
I
joking.
mean,
a bit
with
better.
like 30 minutes left, they'll put their starters in, and then we'll be going, "What the hell just
They
happened?"
was good.
I've just read something. Shouldn't Kepa get a red card for a deliberate back pass?
Is that actually
Yeah.
deliberate?
Pepper.
He actually tried to score.
Well,
No, as in no, because
it's,
yeah, I got what he's saying. Yeah, it's a point actually. Because
it's deliberate, isn't it? He's got his back to
He-
goal. Well, he's passed it back to goal, isn't he?
Yeah, but
But
it's all right as long as you don't pick it up.
Isn't that subjective,
That's
though?
true.
he doesn't have to pick it up. He can't pick it up.
You
Isn't
can
it
pass back to
subjective?
the.
okay, so, yeah, so
It's
I get what Ross is
subjective,
saying.
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Whoever's
Part
put
of
that
it's-
in the chat needs to go and read the laws.
I think
Gotta pick it
Arteta
up
might.
for your back
I think
pass.
Arteta may take some of his funds and slipped it over to Chelsea
Yeah.
and said, "Can you guys do us a favor?"
Yeah,
Kepa
He
is
didn't pick
now
it
going
up.
to
It's just
refuse to
deliberate
come
handball.
off.
yeah.
It's
Kepa
Chelsea.
is now
If it's
gonna refuse to
Arsenal,
come
we would give the goal and send the keeper off as well.
True, that's a point. Well, what was it? That's it. The anniversary. You know what anniversary it is today, by the way, Arsenal wise.
Oh, that's a foul. Come on.
What is going on?
Whose birthday is it?
Not birthdays, but it's an anniversary of a certain event that happened a long. Oh, I'm not going to say how long ago. I could give it away. But it involves
FA Cup
Arsenal.
final.
FA Cup final '79. Yeah,
79, yeah. I
the
thought it was.
5 minute final. Alan Sunderland.
The
won
3-2, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
3-2.
that one, yeah. Everyone's seen
Well,
that replay of that, haven't they?
Where I was absolutely carried about 15 rows down, and there's some poor bloke, because I had on a pretty thick shirt, and some poor bloke got my sweaty armpit in his face
Ooh.
all the way down about 15, 20 rows as we got squashed and carried down.
Bloody hell. Well, that's Steve's asking in the chat. When are we signing Jorginho then?
Can you imagine?
We almost signed him back in the summer.
Well,
last
Cheddar.
year.
We could get him this summer,
Alright,
mate.
it
Don't
looks
rule
like-
it out. Any Chelsea player.
Looks like Pulisic is injured. It means we're gonna get the win, right? Because as soon as he gets injured, we get a win out of it.
Yay!
No, they bring on Timo Werner.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
he gets-
pretty much.
He's just gonna
Bring on
scare us and not
Giroud.
get the goal. That's
Giroud will
something.
score, yeah,
Giroud,
definitely.
Giroud.
No.
Giroud
You
will
can't bring
score
him
brace
in. You
against
can't
us.
bring him in. Actually,
Look.
you know what? He's not allowed to play against us, right? Former player.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
the
believe he's not
contract
starting.
when they signed him. Yeah, you can't play against Arsenal anymore.
We're
Honestly, I
going
can't
to
believe
get
he didn't start
Jorginho
today.
in the window, and we're going to get Kepa in the window.
Oh God.
Yeah, we're getting and Giroud back as well.
Trust the process.
Okay.
Oh,
Kepa's
dear.
going to
So
Well,
refuse
mind
to come
Giroud
off the
back, though.
penalty.
At least if we're crossing the ball, at least just bring him on for 10
The thing
minutes.
You know what the thing is? We're signing back, and then we stop crossing the ball.
Yeah, they'll
Go
just try and work it into the box again.
No, we'll sign him back, and then he'll suddenly realise he's 35 and he can't run anymore.
Yep.
That's what'll happen.
So he's just playing for the last 10 minutes, aren't you?
And he'll go, please cross it in the air, Willian. And Willian will go, no, I'm going to pass it to Pepe, who's then going to run 20 yards with it, stop, turn around and pass it back.
Either that or stick it in the top corner for 30 yards. But
No,
Yes.
One of the
of a
two.
goal, isn't it?
One of the two.
What a finish.
Dead ball, lovely free kick. But also, if you look at that free kick, the goalkeeper made his mind up for him. Goalkeeper's actually standing behind one of the men in the wall. You're like, really? It's not a good place for a goalkeeper to be on a free kick.
That's why West Brom are where they are.
Yeah.
he's been well talked about for a move to a big club in the summer, though, that keeper, because he's been pretty good.
Yeah,
this year.
I wouldn't be buying
Sam
him on what I
Johnson.
saw there.
Mm.
Oh, Ryan Bertrand just said goodbye to everyone at Southampton on his Twitter account.
Yeah, I
And
saw that.
Southampton confirmed it as well on their official Twitter account as well that he's leaving at the end of the season.
Yeah, he's coming to Arsenal. Isn't he?
He's coming to
I've seen it as a done deal, basically. We've offered him the deal. He's accepted.
Yeah,
So we offered him 72
Oh, bloody hell.
72,000.
I'd be happy with that for a backup. I really
that's
would.
1-1. Going by versus reaction, that's 1-1 then.
No, should have been.
I saw something on Twitter earlier on saying it's been verbally agreed, like between Bertrand and the club that it basically, it's done deal verbally wise, but nothing official.
It'd be a really good signing for a backup for Tierney.
I think, as a backup, as a
He'll
squad
play
player,
20 odd games, mate. Easy. He will, because Tierney, we can't rely on him.
Yeah,
He's
Tierney
a
gets
decent player,
injured a lot.
though.
but then at least then, even though he is the age he is, but you know what, he's Premier League proven. We're not relying on a backup player who's got no Premier League experience.
So was
Yeah,
Cedric.
Champions League winner.
Wait
Played in
till
the final.
yeah. Got off there.
I think it's a done deal with
Did Holden even see that? Holden didn't see that, right?
Racine.
hit him in
doesn't
the
see
butt,
anything,
right?
Gary, stop it.
Yeah.
It hit him in the butt, right? He was running away from the ball, and it hit him anyways.
Gary, an atomic bomb could go off beyond the stadium and he wouldn't see it. Come on.
I looked at it, and I was like, "Who did that hit?" And I have it like on delay on another computer, and I'm like, "Is that Holden running away from the shot and blocking it anyways?" I'm like,
I've seen Max Aaron's been linked to Arsenal as well in the last few days. He's top of our list apparently.
Well, yeah, but
right
we need
back.
to sign English players, don't we? Because we're on the
He's
limit,
English,
aren't we?
Yeah, he is English.
so it's
Yeah,
the second game.
Arsenal have to sign English players at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, that was handball by Holding.
This is our
We'll get-
second
got
game.
away with that.
They'll be in trouble then.
We've got away with that.
Where is he supposed to put his
Yeah.
hands in that situation?
Yeah. DQ in the chat saying Trent Alexander-Arnold and Perry Edwards, not Trent. It's actually Oxlade-Chamberlain. But anyway,
What,
I'll let you off. But
They're
yeah,
not
Trent
like-
Alexander-Arnold and Oxlade-Chamberlain are having a baby. Oh,
Yeah,
congrats.
They don't know who the father is. Is basically what he's trying to say, which is kind of
That's a
Barry
medical
Edwards is like,
first.
I don't know.
it's
I'm just gonna-
John Terry and Wayne Bridge all over again, basically. If you know,
No,
you
the
know.
father's
think that
Kieran
was-
Gibbs, isn't it?
Again, if you know, you know.
Russ, allegedly.
Oh dear. But yeah, Ox is having a little Ox. So congratulations to him anyway. That's a former gunner.
No.
Is it Kieran Gibbs or is it Ryan Giggs?
One of them's got a lot of free time, right? So
Ryan Giggs won't be having any free time if he gets found guilty.
I mean, why?
I'll have a lot. Her Majesty's pleasure.
Why? What I don't get is why the Welsh FA are still basically they haven't officially sacked him yet. It's like
They can't until he's proven guilty.
Yeah,
can they?
it's innocent until proven guilty, isn't it?
They could put him on gardening leave, but I mean, he'd just have more time on his hands, wouldn't he? I mean, that's dangerous.
You still can't nowadays because of all this laws, the employment
Me
laws.
too.
You just can't get away with it.
the Cheddars in the chat.
Constructive dismissal and all that.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
yeah,
I don't.
Sorry, Cheddars in the chat.
Episode of Jeremy Kyle.
Yeah, saying that would be a cracking episode of Jeremy Cole.
Yep.
Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Trent Darby.
Yeah,
battling it out.
And Kieran Gibbs.
Gibbs.
Kieran Gibbs and Ryan Giggs. my brother banged my bird.
All we need is Gary Lineker's brother.
Oh God! Don't
And
get started in.
Gary Lineker's brother and his asylum seeker. That would be quite good.
It was Giroud warming up there. Did you see him?
they said they got the kryptonite. They said, you know what? Get that kryptonite, prepped and ready to go because we're going to need it.
He'll come on and score a brace. In the last
Of course he will.
He's going to score like a scorpion kick. He's going to score one, doing a flip in the air. He's going to do everything. Cartwheel.
I'll tell. Cheddars, steady.
I cannot put that on the screen.
DQ. Yeah, Emily Smith Rowe is class, mate. Honestly, I think he's better than. I think he's definitely better than Alexandria Chamberlain.
We got a lot of
What to say from that?
Little miscues in the chat.
Chelsea are absolutely rapid.
Yep.
Don't say anything. They might realize that they're playing like crap.
Oh, dear.
Smith Rowe.
What?
I mean, how did they miss that shot? I mean, I'm glad they did, but
It's like Emily Heskey.
I mean, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper again, he goes straight at the goalkeeper. I don't know. Pick a corner. I don't know.
Always love that one about Emil Heskey. You remember that one, Russ? the joke about him playing for England, Emil Heskey, and somebody's left a turd in the on the shower room floor, and Ericsson comes out and goes, right, who's shit on the floor? And Heskey goes, me, boss, but I'm not bad in the air. I've always loved that one. No, Gary DQ in the chat. Gary Lineker isn't that Irish guy on Sky Sports. He's the guy about to be wearing the handcuffs for dodging his tax bill.
Again.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, yeah, of course.
Keeping all that cat behind his ears.
Oh dear.
You do a Harry Redknapp, wouldn't he? I just found it in a packet of. I found the money in a packet of crisps, you know.
My dog's banking.
You see that save then by Leno?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
He was so lucky that he just palmed it out right into the middle of the box.
Palms, he don't catch anything, does he?
Done that a
No,
lot
that could
this
have gone
season.
to anyone.
Yeah, he's done
Could
that
have
a lot
gone to
this
literally
season.
anyone now.
Russ,
So lucky.
he's got Renaissance disease, mate.
Yeah. Rigor mortis.
That's what I was saying. I was going to say earlier in a conversation about transfers. Since Arteta's come in as head coach initially and all that, apart from Van Arsene and Willian, all the other transfers that have been brought in have worked out actually. So
Yeah,
that
I
side of
think
things.
so.
So that side of things, it's starting to improve. It's just obviously still got players from the old recruitment side of things that are still fucking us about.
I think the last three windows have been fairly good, to be honest with you, since he's been with us.
Yeah.
And we've got rid of a lot of good players to get rid of. So I think it's been all right. It's definitely going in the right direction in that, as far as that's concerned.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
hoping
need to get them playing
that
decently on
might
the
get
pitch.
a look. If Willett continues the way he's going, I can't see that he can't. He must get a look in at the start of next season, mustn't he?
I mean, we've been banging on about Aziz getting a chance, or a few minutes to see his goal today against Chelsea.
That's so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's like Maradona against England in '86.
Cracker, wasn't it? Cracker.
Unbelievable goal.
Last game of the season as well, wasn't it, for the under-18s?
Yeah, so there's no excuse not to play him unless
Yeah.
I think
Stick
the
him on
under
the bench.
23s are finished now as well.
Yeah, they finished last week. Drew went to West. Was it for you in the end? Or West Ham?
Absolutely no excuse not to give him.
Did we
a few
get
minutes.
relegated or not?
Oh, we
Stick
stayed
him on the
up.
bench and chuck him on for 20 minutes.
We stayed up. We got a point.
That's ridiculous, and it stayed
If
up.
we're
We're really good youngsters, aren't we? Usually,
Steve Bowles got to go, mate. He really has.
he's rubbish and he's just useless.
No, literally, since he's gone, when he was initially the years was near back before he went to be replaced by Pat Rice as Wenger's right hand man, he was doing the right over there, and then literally he's gone back after, and he's like he can't be bothered. He takes it as it's a downgrade to him, and he's like, well, what should I bother?
Yep. Throwing his toys out the pram. Isn't he?
I mean, it's no. I mean, sorry, the same.
Camping for that job. That would be ideal.
Well, the same players that Freddie had. Look what Freddie was doing.
Utterly agree. Bergkamp would be brilliant for that role, I think. And the youngsters coming through as well would absolutely.
Yeah, Bergkamp would be alright because we don't have to
word.
travel to Europe next season.
Or Freddie.
Freddie don't have to fly anywhere.
Freddie's not doing nothing.
We best hope this takeover happens quick then, because
I'd like to see Bergkamp do it. I really would.
Oh, I don't know. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I think the only way we'll see that though is obviously if this takeover happens, or a takeover happens at somewhat, and there.
If not, then I fear for what's going to happen. I think we'll probably get Merson and Adams back in charge of half-time refreshment.
Jesus, imagine Merson being. Adams is just no.
Or Parler.
Ray Parler, yeah.
Half cut.
Him and Alan Brazil.
Yeah.
Ray Parler on the tube. That was funny.
It's difficult to defend the fact, though, that literally any manager with any experience wouldn't have done this bad this season.
Yep.
It's crop players.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He has not got the best out of this set of players by a long, long way.
Because he don't know
that really isn't good.
system.
It's really not good, is it? When you think about it that way. I honestly don't think any other manager would have done any worse.
Here's a question from Mark in the chat. Casey Stoney resigned today as Man United manager for the women's team. Do we reckon she's going to come back to Arsenal and take over from
Arteta? You mean?
Arteta, yeah, I'd have that. At this moment in time, I'd have that.
I'd have Emma Hayes over Arteta. Honestly,
Yes,
Is United ahead
shout.
of us, or are they behind us in the women's game? I can't remember now.
Oh, we finished ahead of them.
We did finish ahead of them. Okay.
That was a great shout. I'd have Hayes above Arteta.
What's that?
She's
First female manager. Oh,
she's a really, really good manager. She's got to get a job in the football league at some point. They're talking about Forest Green Rovers because obviously they're a bit on the edge, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're quite woke, aren't they? So I think
Very
they would
green.
sort of. Yeah, I think they would go for it.
But why would you
Better Cohen's part of the club, so.
join them? I suppose.
No, I think if she got a chance to manage men's, I think she'd give it a go.
She's just top drawer, though. I love everything she's got to say and her personality. Everything about her, she's brilliant. I think really, really good.
She knows her game inside out, doesn't she?
Yeah, and just the way she talks, she's really down to earth. The way she talks and she swears.
Look who she works under. Look who she works under at Vic Akers, and he was coaching the women's team.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she works under him, but she's
she works.
So whatever way
Andrew,
you
you
want.
did not have to go there. You didn't.
No,
You
actually,
know, you really
Ryan
did.
Giggs.
No, you don't take orders from him. That's what I mean.
Doesn't help
Foot
things.
in mouth. Foot in mouth again, and then Control C,
We're gonna
Control
get
V.
banned, aren't we?
To be honest, I'm surprised we're still up on this channel. It hasn't been taken down.
Nah, we'll be all right, mate. We'll just blame it all on Trump.
And now we're down.
Oh, sorry. Did I say the 5-letter word we're not allowed to say?
Blame it on Boris.
COVID.
Well, yeah, buddy. What is it? Richard the other day said it on his Facebook, mentioned that word, and got put in Facebook prison for a week.
Richard's always in Facebook prison, though.
I kid you not. I literally got a friend request. He set up a new
Hello,
account
yes, yeah.
at like stupid o'clock in the morning. I was like, okay, got it. And then the next day, his other account was up and running again.
Facebook Federal Correctional Facility.
He's just got a spare one just in case.
Oh my God.
Here we go again. I'm gonna shoot. Going by your reaction.
Chelsea didn't score, but just look when you see it.
Whoops. Saka slipped. And he coughed. And you could just script that. You could just script it. What was going to happen?
They should have done better there, actually.
You could have scripted it, what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yes, Leno is not going to stop that ball and to just stop it right there. Stop it
sake,
dead,
no.
and it strikes.
I know.
He has to.
I know we're winning, guys, 1-0 and all that, but Chelsea's are lucky they're not winning. To be honest,
They're threatening us, and this is the problem. You're gonna you can't give a team too many chances. Guess what? By mistake, it will go in. Keep doing this. I mean,
especially a confident. No, stop doing that.
I'll say we've had 2 shots on target, and one of them was by Jorginho.
I think Leno must be playing drunk. I think he's got a secret bottle of vodka in there. I reckon he's got vodka in his water bottle.
Well, considering Matty Ryan can't play the last game of the season because it's against his parent club,
He's got to play next game, isn't he?
I was going to say I don't see why he couldn't play tonight and against Palace next week.
But don't
Do you know
Arsenal fans need cheering up? Given the season that we've had, we need cheering up. I would have thought it was a perfect opportunity to throw Runnison in goal and let's all have a good laugh.
I don't know if it's
Not
good
when you
laugh
got the
or
opportunity of still finishing above Spurs.
yeah.
Play
Well,
Runnison in the last 3 games and still finish above Spurs.
That would kill him off.
Put Runnison up front for the last 3 minutes or so. That'd be all right. Be quite
he knows how to get the ball into the goal. So
Yeah. Do what Stuart Pearce did a few. Was it 2007? Was it 2007?
David James. Put
David James. Yeah.
Sign that Carlisle goalkeeper. He might be about 57 now, but at least he knows where the net is.
Who was it that? It was the Scottish Cup semi-final. That have you heard about that? What happened?
No, go on.
St Johnstone versus Rangers, and it got all the way to. I think basically at the end of the the 90 minutes, the Rangers were winning, but then St Johnstone got a free kick.
Right.
But in injury time, I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. Want someone in the chat, but then the keeper took the free kick and scored, put it in the top corner.
Wow.
To make it go into extra time. And then they won on penalties. St Johnstone beat Rangers on penalty.
I'm going to have to search for that goal. That's the sort of thing I really like.
Yeah, I know. I haven't looked at it
I
yet.
love little things like that.
On the radio. So, a bit special that is, isn't it?
Yeah, very.
There was a goalkeeper years ago, back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, in like the South America leagues. Yeah, that's his trademark. He used
to take all the free kicks and penalties.
Yeah, and he scored.
You used to bang them in as well.
Imagine the amount of points you get from him on fantasy football.
Yeah.
How many points did you get for that?
Higuita, Rene Higuita used to do that.
Nutter, wasn't he?
But
he did that back kick, didn't he?
Yeah, but he wasn't a very good keeper.
80 goals or something in their career.
Yeah.
All the free kicks and penalties.
It was quite funny when Higuita came out in the World Cup and tried to dribble past Roger Miller.
It's so funny. I loved it.
You don't get
Roger
characters like that no more, though, do you?
No.
You get caught. I mean, I miss that though, don't you? I mean, it's
Yeah,
brilliant.
it's too sanitised now.
What was it?
Especially in the World Cup.
I mean, what was it? Oliver Kahn back in his day. I got a few DVDs like the what shouldn't happen in football sort of things, basically bloopers. It was Bayern Munich were playing like the local derby. I think it was. I can't remember. It was against. I think it was Leverkusen or something like that. And Bayern Munich were losing in like the last in the injury time. He comes up for a corner. He gets full on fist arm up, does a Maradona, punches it in the goal.
Yeah.
And then gets sent off it. He's like, what have I been sent off for?
German keepers are a bit mental, aren't they?
Yeah,
Well, he used to be.
yeah,
He was hard as nails. He was. You wouldn't mess with him, would you?
no.
German keepers used to be mental but class.
Talking of that, Labour
shit.
accused them. You were saying about Leverkusen there, they've got to be the most cursed side in Germany going. They're so unlucky.
They're like the German Arsenal.
Oh, yeah. The only problem is with German fucking football, Schalke got relegated, so we're lumbered with fucking Kolasinac again because obviously they can't buy him.
Mm.
No, they can have him.
Yeah, we'll give him some.
Look, a couple of tracksuits and we're good.
And they can't afford his wages. That's the problem. They'll have to pay his wages.
We're still paying Ozils, apparently.
Yeah, 90%.
Until the season ends, yeah.
Just to get him out of the club, though, it's worth
I think
it.
it's not till their season ends, until our season ends. Makes perfect sense. Oh dear.
If we're going to be paying Kolasinac's wages and he's coming back to us, maybe, I don't know, we can make him COVID officer or something. Maybe.
Security.
Security in the car.
Maybe we can sell Runnison and put Kolasinac in goal. He'd probably be a better keeper.
The Hulk.
I was going to say using as part of the Max Aaron's still Norwich. Send him to Norwich. We get Max Aaron's.
Yeah.
Bit of money.
Oh, do you think Norwich will fall for that? Think the old carrot crunchers will go for that?
Buendia, yeah.
Give us Buendia and Aaron's and we'll give you Kolasinac and a couple of egg sandwiches.
I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal did try that.
We'll offer 6 million for Aaron's and Everton will nick him.
Yeah, and we'll just say, we tried.
Yeah.
We tried, guys. See, we are trying, guys. We do really care. Fuck off.
We'll keep Kolasinac just back up to Tierney. You watch.
Steve's already in the chat. Says our season's over by November then.
We'll be over in November if bloody Arteta stays.
There's a keeper on YouTube as well. It shows how boring this game is. We're talking about this shit. But that goalkeeper, and I can't remember which one it is, but he picks up the ball in his own box and dribbles the whole length of the pitch and sticks it in.
That was I saw that was years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. Who was that?
Long time ago.
I can't remember who it was, but he dribbles past every player.
Yeah, he went past everybody, yeah.
I mean, that's what
top quality, isn't it?
We really want to see that sort of stuff nowadays. But,
yeah.
We missed. You think this is bad, Andrew? Literally the other day, we were doing a West Brom game. We spent 25 minutes of the first half talking about politics. It was that bad.
Arsenal versus West Ham. Why Labour are unelectable?
West Brom.
West Brom, sorry. Could have done that in the first half of the West Ham game as well. We were so bad.
I can't believe we're winning this game. It's just literally.
It's Chelsea with all the ball.
I know.
Well, with the 5-3-2 we went with, that was always going to happen.
I mean, not this bad. I mean, it's not set up to just sit back and do this, is it?
No,
It's set up
we
to be
think
able to counter at some point, right?
Honestly, we just play with. We can't defend. We play with a handbrake on.
until he goes to attack there and gets blocked off.
That's what Aubameyang is supposed to be out there for, so we can counter when we finally get the ball. But he's like jogging in the middle of the pitch.
No, literally, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but he has the ball. He passes to Tierney, and he goes backward deep into the midfield, and Tierney's on his own. And Tierney's like,
yeah, that's what I was talking about. I just saw that replay, and I'm like, dude, we have the ball. Go, get to the box. Get to the box. The ball's coming. That's the job.
Do you know what? I kid you not. I watched the Leeds game the other day, and yeah, okay, their results were inconsistent, but by God, they're good fun to watch.
Oh, I love it.
When they go for it, it's five. They literally have 5 attackers or 5 defenders. It's brilliant. They just charge forwards like the charge of the Light Brigade.
I adore watching Leeds play. They're absolutely. That's what I
Great
really
fun,
aspire Arsenal to be like. It's just they're just brilliant.
Yeah,
really brilliant.
Great fun to watch.
But I tell you what, though, I don't. If we can win this game somehow by miracle.
Oh, you shouldn't have even mentioned that. You shouldn't even have mentioned that, Andrew. Strike number 2. Strike number 2.
I'll put us on time to finish above them. Then the pressure would show. They'd just crack. You know it would.
Half time.
Yeah.
Right, I'll be back in a minute.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, no worries. Well, believe it or not, guys, there's not an error on the screen. We are actually winning a game of football against a top side.
It'd been a double over Chelsea as well, and I seriously think if we could hold on, we will finish above Tottenham. That'd be so funny. It'd be unbelievable.
Yeah, as long as Arteta does not put subs in as a form of let's shore up our defense.
Oh, don't.
If he's bringing Martinelli on, I'll take it. But if he's
we're going to finish. You should not say things like that, Gary. That's even worse.
Oh, I'm sorry. Damn it. Do I get a strike for that?
Yes. If you jump one, you go straight to 2 for that, mate.
As it stands, we'll be in 8th spot in the league, a point behind that lot down the road. And with the form they're in, we could finish above
we're
them.
just going to be one point short of anything that might be positive for the team. Because that's what we do. That's what we do.
Our last 2 games, though, what does it remind you of? Palace and Brighton. What does that remind you of? Something quite bad.
Mm-hmm.
So anything
a few years back. A couple of years back.
The most depressing moment ever.
You'll know where we stand when how we play those games, especially if every team around us fails.
Yeah.
You'll know where we stand if we've learned if the football gods are on our side or not, depending on how those games go. He's probably playing a mean trick on us. So have us win this one, and the next 2 will be like, wait a second, what just happened? And then at the end of the season, we're like, well, you know what? If
no ifs. If we'd won that game, we'd be here. If we'd won them games, we'd be in Europe. Oh dear.
If we finish 7th this season, that just shows you how utterly crap the whole league must be. Because if we finish 7th, playing the way we have, losing the amount of games we have, what does that say about it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, especially when Everton have got 2 games in hand over us as well, as it stands. If we finish 8th or 7th, that's bad. I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says. That's bad on the league.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Games we've lost.
Games we've lost. Let me have a look.
We lost to Burnley. We lost to Leeds. We lost to Everton. We
lost 13 games in the leagues this season so far. 116, drawn 7, with a goal difference of 12.
I can't remember the last We lost 13 games. I think that's got to be some kind of record.
No, literally, was it before the game kicked off or went live? Sky were talking about has stats up on the screen. I think the last time we lost, we didn't lose 13. We lost, I think it was 11 or 12 games in the season. Was the 92-93 season, according to them.
Yeah.
And what was that? That was like, I think 92-93, the first season of Premier League, or second.
No.
Second.
Yes. Was it 91-92 the first?
I have no idea. That's what I'm trying to ask.
But either way, it's a long time. 30 years.
What's it? We won the league in 1990 and 91 season. We won the league. 91-92 was Leeds. So 92-93 would be Premier League. Yeah, 92. The first Premier League season. Since then, we've.
Yeah.
What bet's this then, Gary?
Huh?
Gary says no. Gary, there's no way Ryan is going to win our bet. What bet is this?
Oh, I think he means Ray. Ray. The bet was that Everton would sit behind us in the table.
You never know. They could do. They're consistent as well. They haven't been exactly consistent recently.
Yeah, I mean, I betted every time we had like an upset pick, I picked Everton, and they actually came through. But I haven't done it lately, and again, maybe that's what's going on there.
Well, you've got every right to, though, because that would mean the Everton Cup for Everton finishing seventh.
Yeah.
But the thing, what is it? I'm trying to think now. Europa League. Europa League is 5th and 6th, isn't it? 5th and 6th.
You get the playoff is for the 6th, right? They get the extra legs. That's what the Spurs had to do.
And the conference is like 8th or 7th, one of the two. 7th, oh God. You watch if he does anything, he'll pull that off now to save his fucking bacon, and the club buy, the owners will buy it and go, yeah, you got us in Europe one way or the other. It's the third tier of European competition, but you've got us in it.
I'm making a bit of a U-turn on that because what I've said in the past about the Europa Conference. I'd rather get relegated, but I'd rather watch more Arsenal games. I can't think of losing all the extra Arsenal games midweek for a whole season. I'd miss it too much.
We were saying this. As it stands, 25 years of European football. We've had something to do. We've had something to watch during the week. Whereas if this happens, if this goes ahead and we don't finish in Europe, we're going to have at least a season, as you say, not playing in Europe, not having anything to do midweek, apart from watching our rivals play in Europe, and then what?
That'd be depressing, and it would also mean the end of chances for players like Aziz.
Yeah,
and Balogun.
Well, see, the thing is, it shouldn't be though, right? It shouldn't be. It should be that they get more practice time so they can actually show. Because it sounds like practice is where you earn your keep with Arsenal, all right?
Conference League playoff. Sounds good.
I mean,
it's depressing, mate. Honestly, it's really depressing. But I can't stand the thought of not having those extra dozen
European games.
At least an extra dozen games in the season. It would just be depressing.
When will that European conference thing take place? Anyways, obviously it's midweek, but when in midweek? Because Tuesday, Wednesday be Champions League. Thursday's Europa League.
It's Thursday. It's going to be probably earlier kickoffs. It'll probably be 6 o'clock kickoffs before the Europa League game.
Got James Johnston in the chat says, "We're coming for you. We're coming for you. Europa League conference. We're coming for you."
James, of course.
Arsenal. He's a gunner.
Well,
we're not coming for anyone, James. Stop it.
It's going to be seen as progression from last season.
That's the thing. That's the annoying thing. And the board will suddenly have a U-turn at the last minute and go, you know what? It's a step higher than last season. We're in a European competition, guys. So you know what? We'll keep you for another few months, like Mikel. We won't sack you just yet.
Mate, they're keeping Arteta. Would Arteta be coming out and saying he's looking forward to spending all that money? Oh God! Arteta loose with a checkbook. Oh.
That isn't. To To be honest, though, that doesn't scare me as much. It's just, like I said, our transfer has been all right the last 3 years. The problem is him going to be manager. Him being promoted to manager has caused a lot of the issues. He's got too much power.
Yeah.
James has called it already. We're going to play Chernobyl FC in the group stages. We've got the Dog and Duck second game.
Yeah, I know. But I'd rather that than not watch anything and watch all the other teams in Europe.
We've got old Whitgiftians in the third round.
I know it's a massive. I've done a massive view change. I've been a massive fucking snowflake, whatever it is. But I just can't bear the thought of not having all those extra games. Do you know what I mean?
I get what you mean, because as I said, it's been 25 years. We're used to it. So taking it away from us, even for a season, is going to be like, what the hell? Basically, we're not going to be used to it. It's going to be depressing watching other teams, our rivals, playing Europe and we're not playing. It's like a week-to-week thing.
Our only European success, obviously, the Fairs Cup. I mean, what was that the equivalent to? That wasn't the UEFA Cup, was it?
No.
That was the third. That was the third European competition.
Yep.
And that is. And if we go and win the conference, which chances are we'd have a bloody good chance, then that's going to go down as a European victory, the same as the Fairs Cup.
We get to play Anderlecht in the final again.
The European Cup and this cup as well, things like that. They go down that, yeah. We've got a sort of European history out somewhere in that sense. Cause,
I like James.
Yeah.
He says, I'd rather drag across the track than play third-tier competition.
That's exactly what I thought, James. Honestly, you know that. You probably heard me in previous watch-alongs and everything.
Podcasts and all that.
I've just had a bit of a U-turn on it because I just want to watch Arsenal matches. I don't want to miss the opportunity of watching Arsenal play. I'd watch them against anyone. You know, watch the pre-season games. I watch all of them.
You know what we'll do, Andrew? If it comes to that, mate, we'll go and watch the ladies on the Thursday night. Yeah.
Well, I've watched a lot more of the ladies this season anyway. It's just good. It's good. I enjoy it.
Well, it's like I was saying Sunday, you know what? At least the club's got European football in one sense because the women qualified for Champions League next season.
I've got an idea. Could Willie, given the sort of wokeness we've had now and the SJW ideas, if we're going to be paying Williams wages, could he not identify as a woman and go and play in the ladies' team? It's an idea. Right? It might not be popular, but I think it's a winner.
I don't think Usain Bolt will get away with it if he entered the Olympics as a woman. Really?
That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? You're winning it by 50 yards.
James in the chat as well saying, Andrew, I could get you some DVDs of the Invincible season or the 98 double season to watch
I've watched them all 100 times. I've watched them. I'm with you, James, but I know I totally get your point of view, James, and I was exactly the same. Honestly, already was.
You just want to see us playing, though, Andrew, don't you? That's the thing.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. It's just like taking away. I don't know how many games would it be. Like, how many games in Europe have we had this season? It's got to be 12, is it, or 11?
Well, we had the group stage, which was what 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14.
If
we are going to
imagine taking that away from next season, like 14 less games, it's going to be horrible.
If we are going to do this and we are going to go in there, I just want us to be able to play Mulder away. just so we can have mouldy arse up on the screen.
Hashtag mouldy arse, yeah.
Great, wouldn't it? It'd just say up on the top of the screen, mouldy arse. That'd be great.
James has also come back and said these extra games give Cronkids more chaos, and the fluffers who beg for them to leave, but still attend all the games. Will pay on the flights and tickets, etc. Yeah, it's not just. Was it not in that, James? We were discussing it earlier and yesterday in the podcast we did just last night, which is available on audio, by the way, on Spotify, Google, and all that. same as plugging and all that, but still, it is what it is. But no, we're saying literally that this is the thing. There's a planned protest end of the season for the last game of the season at 2:00. And you just know that 10,000 fans are gonna put themselves forward in the ballot in the hope to get tickets, and they'll go to the protest and then walk into the stadium.
I would.
defeats the
I
object.
would. I'm happy to say I would want to go still to Arsenal. It doesn't stop me wanting to have the ownership change because Arsenal is my club. It always has been for my entire life. No people are going to get in the way of that. It doesn't mean that I don't want them out more than anything ever in the world. I would not stop watching my football team because of them. Everyone's different, but I could not be a person who would not watch the games, not subscribe to the channels to watch it, not go to matches whenever I got the chance to. I wouldn't do that because I love the club too much, and Arsenal is Arsenal to me. It's not about the Cronkies; it's the football team on the pitch. So
we'll have European football next season. Don't worry, you'll be able to go, Andrew, until we get knocked out by Bury Exiles, mate. We'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Or what is it? That Welsh team always qualifies for the initial knockouts of the Champions League, but always get knocked out the first round. Was it TNC?
Yeah, TNC.
Yeah, TNS.
TNS. That's
TNS.
it. Oh dear. Or Derry FC.
Brilliant.
I'd love to go.
How do they keep qualifying? They get like 12 people in a tin of spaghetti at their game. Amazing.
A lady with the bag of satsumas on the sidelines.
Bag of satsumas at half time. Come along, Blodwin. Time for your half-time satsuma, isn't it?
That's
sorry, Brownie.
Was that Fever Pitch where that came from? Someone with a bag of satsumas in the crowd.
In a Morrison's bag.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But that's football. That's what it's all about, and that's what I mean. I would not miss going to matches or watching matches, no matter who was in charge, who owned the club, whatever. I'm still an Arsenal fan.
Chelsea made us up, by the way.
Somebody shouting out, "Oi, Selwyn, turn the showers on at half time."
Oh my days. Yeah, Chelsea made a sub. I've seen Hudson-Odoi come on. I don't know who he's gone off for.
I think he's such a good player, that kid. He's got such potential.
No surprise, by the way.
Do you know what? This is the thing. What wasted season for Nelson as well. Reece Nelson. He could be easily as good as him. Yep. I watch all the training videos all the time, and I tell you what, that kid has got something special about him.
Mustard, isn't he?
We're not treating him right.
Do you think
I don't
he'll
want
go
us
in
to
the
sell
summer?
him in the summer. I want him to go on loan for the season if needs be, and just prove himself that way. And if he doesn't get on well, fine, sell him then. But I just think it's too early to get rid of that kid.
You go to Newcastle and score plenty, mate.
Nick up with Joe Willock for another season, yeah.
It'd be great to see him go to somewhere like Norwich, a newly promoted team that plays good football. Someone like that. Or Brentford if they get up in the playoffs.
Oh dear, we're back underway in the game as well. Is there said who came off for him, by the way?
Gilmore.
Oh, Gilmore went off. Oh, okay.
Billy Gilmore.
Who's up? Who's in now?
Billy Gilmore went off.
Happy
for
Gilmore.
Hudson-Odoi.
Hudson-Odoi, that's the one.
Gilmore, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I watched that a couple of weeks ago. Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. Whack.
It's funny though.
Doctor Who.
James in the chat says, "Right, take care, lads. I was watching while having my half-time Doctor Who on the yeah,
Birdies.
yeah. If you know, you know. Enjoy the second half. Come on, you Arsenal." There's a very long time in the TARDIS.
Oh God.
The time could just go. Just don't get on his back.
It's bigger on the inside.
Better out than in.
Oh, dear.
Oh God, come on! What's happened now?
It feels like it's a bit massive coming out sometimes, I tell you.
James, you saying in the chat I'm 29, I have to push. I'm 59, I have to get a man to dig it out for me.
Jesus. Yeah, Gary switched off. There's a certain level.
Gary looks nonplussed.
Oh,
Hello, Gary. Gary, are you with us, Gary?
I'm here. I'm
Gary,
here.
over here. There we are.
Tuned out, don't worry.
It's like if you've listened to the Arsenal Vision podcast, it's like Clive when Elliot does the Manscaped adverts.
I love Manscaped adverts. Yeah. He says, "Is that enough?" Yeah, that's enough.
oh,
Yeah, that's enough.
Teeny's down.
Yeah, no.
He's up again. So
Has anyone got one of those Manscaped?
Yeah, I have.
Have you? Is it good?
It's all right.
Not a ringing endorsement there, Andrew.
Nothing.
All right.
Yeah, there's nothing-
Come on, I was
nothing
trying to
wrong with
get. I was trying to get us an. Yeah, I was trying to get us an endorsement. Send us all
Manscaped.
one, and we'll let you tell how you get
Manscaped.
on. Yeah.
it. It's all right.
Right.
Oh, dear.
Can you imagine Ryan plugging a Manscaped before every podcast, can't you?
I
Every watch
wonder,
along.
I
Yeah,
wonder
Mark.
you get sponsored by Dr. Lily White's press-on towels or emojis.
Yeah, but, yeah. Me,
Great results every
yeah.
time.
Don't forget to pick up your
Pile cream, yeah.
Don't forget to pick up your tube of Caniston combi.
For
You
athlete's
get a
foot
lifetime
cream.
supply of it.
Oh, dear.
If you've got a crusty foot,
Lifetime supply.
if you shake your foot, is it like a load of cornflakes on the floor? You need this.
You need
Yeah.
I think we're definitely getting pulled now.
Oh, you say
Ryan,
not me.
say bye to Mr. Arsenal 89. It's over.
Have you got grapes coming out of your ass? Anus hole.
Oh no! Come on, dude.
Mr. Arsenal podcast brought to you by Melvin's Dungeon for all your whips and chains.
Oh no! Oh, come on! I can't.
If you want to look
out
after
of
your
my head
Mr.
now.
Arsenal.
Can we move on to somebody say something else quickly? Say something else, please. All I got is this grapes in my head for some reason. I don't know why.
I went to the doctor and had a strawberry farm.
No.
He gave me some cream to put on it.
Having
That's
trouble
not
with
where I
your
want to
farming?
go. That's not where we want to go.
The old ones are the best.
Josh cream.
Caniston
Oh, come
combi
on.
for all your thrush problems.
Oh, for God's
Oh man.
Does it burn when you go to the toilet?
Try Dr. Evans hemorrhoid cream.
Oh, my eyes.
Wait, Ryan, you have to use this bit. You know when you do your thingy
Oh,
after your
lovely.
little
Come
Twitter
on.
clip, you have to use this bit.
Oh, dear. Less controversial than other clips we've seen on Twitter recently in the last few weeks.
Oh,
I think
Come on,
sponsorship
Saka.
is the way to go, right? I really do, mate.
Oh, it works for other people in Spain. Well, when they are in Spain anyway.
Well, Brownie, don't talk about Brownie like that.
Not Brownie. Brownie's cool. I'm talking about the illegal, the one that doesn't legally live in Spain, apparently. Hence why it's in Wolverhampton.
We get Mr. Greenwood to sponsor us. There must be some weird Norwegian company over there more than willing.
there's sweets in Sweden called Plop. Get them to sponsor us. Yeah,
Don't forget your bag of plop.
some chocolate sweets called Plop.
No. Oh.
That's true. You can Google it.
I'll
No,
go with
I
the
don't wanna
pile
do
cream.
If Daniel takes over,
Local.
if
Put your
Daniel
pile cream on top of it.
takes over, he can have a word with them then.
It's sponsored by a local restaurant to sponsor you. Someone like the Chinese down the road. Don't forget your Wang King.
Oh, God.
The cream of some young guy.
Jesus Christ. There's people going to come across this now on Twitter thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah, Periscope. Like, what?
It's always this funny, folks.
It
Tune
started
in
with
every week.
Manscaped and it went downhill from there.
Yeah,
Down to
it's Andrew's
grapes
fault.
and
Oh, God.
You must
Cheddar's
have some
in
good
the
companies
chat.
over there, Kaz.
John
Gary, you
Johnson
must
and
have some good
Johnson.
companies.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
There's chocolates in Germany called Bumfest.
that's what Cheddar's is saying.
A Bumfest.
Oh, dear.
Sounds like a night out around Philip Schofield.
I mean,
doesn't it?
the French,
Michael Barrymore's.
the French have a bottle of wine called the Dog's Bollocks, apparently.
Oh dear.
can you do this for another 37 minutes?
Yeah. I'm sure we can.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
We could do that dog's bollocks, couldn't we? Have you tried the Korean meatball?
Big up Steve in the chat. Says, I'm here every Sunday. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Come on, what other brand names are there around the world, people? Come on, let's find some more.
Yeah, what brands are in Canada that are a bit misleading, shall we say? Oh, dear. Big up, Steve, by the way. I saw your comment earlier, as you know, obviously. Yeah, massive appreciate that. But actually, that's the first thing I saw this morning. In the comments box. And yeah, obviously, I showed it to everyone else, obviously, because you mentioned the guests and all that. But I think, yeah, massively appreciate what you said, and it means a lot. But if it weren't for you guys watching, and obviously the guys coming on, this channel wouldn't be half the channel what it is. Let's be honest. So
It'd be
it's
boring
not just
for you, wouldn't it?
It would be, just be honest.
Oh, Ryan, I've got a cracker for you here. There's a company in Thailand who make crackers called Sumcum.
Oh,
Oh
my God.
Deep fried some comes in, like, make the crackers.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe you get them on a meal deal.
Yeah, those are kids' Happy Meal, yeah.
At the moment, we could be sponsored by Prozac, couldn't we, the way we're playing?
They are just teasing us, man. They are teasing us, and I don't like it. Oof. They are teasing us.
Surely
Oh,
we
for
can be
God's
sponsored by
sake.
Melvin's Dungeon, can't we? What?
This coming.
Yeah,
It's in the
Melvin's-
works.
Melvin's panic room.
And for a discount code, you get 20% off his very, very, very special dungeon room.
Where is Mel
For
tonight,
£100
anyway?
an hour in Melvin's Dungeon, you can get it for £50.
For all your leather needs.
Just quote the code ARSE at checkout.
For every purchase, you get a free pair of handcuffs.
Fluffy handcuffs.
Yeah, Melvin had a Zoom call at 8 o'clock, but he said he'll get on when he can.
Yeah, the Zoom call. Who with?
Yeah.
He's got to expand. He's got to expand the clientele. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mate.
geez, don't you? He's not.
Zoom call.
Mate, he's not on a Zoom call. He's just blindfolded another one and kicked it.
You might be streaming it live on YouTube or something.
Glory hole.
Pornhub.
Live from my actual dungeon.
He's got one of those rooms you have to pay to watch.
Oh, dear.
In a gimp suit and a pair of leather pants.
Yeah, Melvin's glory hole.
We've gone there. We've gone there. right.
no, Giroud! I told you, Giroud's going to come on.
He's going to come on the score, and Tierney's down again,
We
man.
knew
Oh,
that.
for fuck's sake. Oh, just get off Tierney. Just sell him. He's just not. Can't rely on him at all.
Maybe he could be sponsored by a
He
plaster
kind of
company.
he put himself in that situation. Why? If you're late, don't even bother. Right? Just stand your ground. You're not going to do anything jumping in the air like that. Not against that guy, right?
He's just full-blooded, isn't he, Tierney? He can't help himself.
Yeah.
But
Well,
can't
since
get rid of
we
that.
came out amount of injuries, surely we'd be sponsored by some sort of medical company, medical insurance.
It could
Actually,
be
no.
sponsored
I
by prosthetic
thought
limbs.
he jumped into it. I didn't know he got kicked. All right. That's like no different than when he got. He tried to kick. He kicked through Milner's trunks, and it didn't work.
We should get sponsored by the NHS. That'd be good. And we can have people come out when we play in Europe and they can beat on pots and pans, try and support us, stuff like that.
Oh no, they're showing Bellerin, so please
God.
don't. He's going back to his seat. Hopefully, let's go back. Go sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Oh my.
Probably going to give people advice on how to take the throw in.
Oh dear. You don't laugh, you cry.
Steve, you're a top guy, mate. It's always fun to come in and suffer here with you. Like we all do.
Definitely, Steve.
We've suffered most of the year, mate. It's always been great. Nobody let Bellerin into the stadium, mate. It was one of them kids that bring him out onto the pitch. Just found him wandering around the car park and go, "Come with me, Hector. You've got football today."
Come and have a look at my puppies in the back of my van.
Steady.
That's what you're saying, steady. That's the threshold, is it now?
I've never seen a team that just lets a team just get wherever they want to go. Just Kerry, you want the whole field? Yeah, you can have it. Here, we'll just back up.
Yep.
Until you get where you want to go, and then
As soon as you go 5-3-2, mate, you're basically saying have the ball as much as you want.
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen the Aubameyang put pressure on the back line to where that they don't just get to go wherever they want to go. You know, I mean, he's just jogging around, basically doing absolutely nothing. You put pressure on them, they're gonna kick the ball away, and eventually.
You know that Willian's going to get brought on before Martinelli as well, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Willian after 64 minutes.
It's a tactical
Martinelli
change.
on 82.
Tactical change.
Martinelli
It's
comes
not
on.
if we need pace to exploit them on the counter attack or anything.
Oh crap! Did I
just bring Willian on.
I just missed it. That was too easy. That happened really fast.
I can't believe Giroud's coming on. He ain't played for months, has he?
It doesn't matter. Crap.
He's going to score. I know he's going to score. He always scores against us.
How can it not be offsides?
He's off.
How can that not be offsides? I mean, what do you mean?
But he's offside.
He's off.
Why is it taking so long? I mean, why didn't the flag go up right away? I mean, do you actually need to go to VAR for that?
You're asking a question about the officials here. We've discussed it all season. They're crap.
I mean, what? I mean,
about 2 yards offside.
I mean, you don't need an invitation to call that offsides and let's move on, get the game going. Oh my gosh!
How's it even gone on the screen to say it was a goal? I mean, who in their right mind
to make sure he touched it?
But you know what? Once he makes a movement to the ball, isn't it like offside? Doesn't really matter after that.
Flag up.
Oh, they haven't given it a fuck for that. I was going to say.
No, they're not. They wouldn't give it, mate. They're just double checking it. But they're told to keep the flag down until the phase finishes.
So that's what I don't like about that. The whole video thing.
Stupid.
Here, we're going to take away all of your power, and then somebody else is going to screw it up. No, I'd rather have the same guy screw it up on the field.
We had 3 of us on a match last night, Gary. We had 3 of us on a match last night, because obviously there was trouble at the previous game between the two
Oh
sides.
God!
And I kid you not, there was 2 yellows in the first minute. And that stopped anybody mucking about. And as soon as there was an offside, because I was running one line for a really high level ref, and I was running one line, there was a guy on the other one. As soon as they were offside, made any movement towards the ball, bang, flag up.
Yeah, it's just fucking.
Because that's how injuries and silly things like that happen, right? Because
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
he runs
Van
into
Dijk.
a goalkeeper or something like that, it's like
So-
he
Yep.
shouldn't even. If the flag goes up, whistle blown, that play's dead. You know.
What's that?
Basically, I
that- it's
always,
look at-
when
Just look
when
at
I'm
Van
on the
Dijk.
line, I just go 1, 2, and then bang.
Mm.
You know, if
Bellerin's
they're
coming on as
offside,
well.
count to
coming on?
3.
Bellerin.
Tyranny is definitely done now.
No,
So they
count
just can't
3,
rely
Gary.
on him. Can't
All
rely
you
on him.
need, Gary.
Just like that.
I think he's just taking him off as a precaution, isn't he? If he does take Tierney off, that
Yeah, but this is the only game we really want him to play in.
Mm.
Tierney shouldn't play
Andrew.
for the rest of the season. If he's going to play, if he has anything left in him, it should be this game, right?
Well, the thing is, as a Scotsman himself, he'll want to save himself for the Euros as well. You won't want to risk being out for that.
Oh yeah, for the people that pay you all the money that you make all year, I think that's
Is there
so
any
great.
chance that, just as a precaution, we can take Willian out and put him outside the stadium?
in case he brings him on. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the
take
one.
a precaution in
Just in
case
case
of
he
coming on.
That's the one. Just in
Martinelli,
case you
yeah.
get tempted. Out of sight, out of mind, that's all.
Oh dear.
Just tell William, he's left something in the hotel room. Can you go back and get it, please?
I think I forgot my wallet. I'm gonna need it.
You'll need a wheelbarrow to
It's in the
carry
top
it.
room, and the furthest away. So 45 minutes away, but I trust you. Go on, off you go.
Yes, yeah. Off you
We
go.
are just
Yep,
playing with fire. Come on,
Yeah.
just playing with fire. I don't understand that mindset.
Just tell William there's a barrow load of cash in there in the hotel room. He'll be there in no time.
Your check, your check is. You better go get it. I think. Yeah, go get it.
You left it in reception.
Sacker's coming off. Is that what I see?
Yeah, Saka's gone off for Hector.
What a dreadful pass by Hudson Odoi then. That was well lucky.
Yeah.
They had us banged to rights then.
So does that mean Saka is he's just tired?
Saka's been rubbish, isn't he, to be honest? Let's be fair.
Well, to be fair, in his defence, he is playing a right wing back, basically. He's never played that
Yeah.
role before.
I'm not knocking the lad. He's just
No. I'm not saying.
But if it's
he-
for defensive purposes, I would rather have Saka than Bellerin.
See,
It's just
if we're
me.
playing-
Because Bellerin, it doesn't give me any I don't feel comfortable about him playing defense. That's just not
yeah, but
what he
he
does.
always. I'll tell you what, though, he always
Giroud's
plays well
coming-
against Chelsea.
Giroud's come off as a kind of
Giroud,
No,
Why-
don't
why-
say that name, Russ.
most
Come
handsome player in the world.
He's going to score. He's going
on.
to score.
No, Andrew. No, that's strike 3. Come on. You're not like you can't
what's
say
gonna be?
that.
It's going to be a cross, and it's going to be a bullet header.
No, it's a
No,
scorpion, man. It's
it'd be a
gonna be.
scorpion.
He's gonna do a
It'd be a
scorpion,
scorpion.
and then he's gonna.
Oh, what?
Oh no!
Let me
Already? You already scored?
Oh, Bellerin's just had a shot on target.
Well, did he
Well, you
miss
said
it by
it,
like? He missed it like by 20
That's
yards.
terrible. What? How dare he?
Oh no, you should have seen the build up to the goal.
Oh, he kicked it
No,
right at the
not a goal.
goalkeeper.
Build up to the shot.
Yeah.
I think when Bellerin
If it was a
I
goal,
don't know
you
why,
have
I
to
don't know
have
why
that
Emil
after
Smith Rowe
questions.
didn't have a. No, it was Odegaard. I don't know why Odegaard didn't take it himself, but oh well.
Yeah. I mean, Odegaard's got more chance of scoring trying to beat 3 players than Bellerin has on an open goal,
Mm.
to be honest.
Yeah, just take the shot. What?
Oh,
I mean, what manager goes? All right, here we go. So, Erdiger, you got the ball. You could just take the
Erdiger?
shot. No, I want you to backheel it to Bellerin. Is that actually in it? What
I like the way
plan?
you say his name.
If you don't do it, I'm hooking you off.
I like the way you say his name, Gary.
You know, Sam's been trying to get me to pronounce it correctly. I'm terrible at it. It comes out different every time.
Erdegord.
Erdegord.
There's no D in it. The D's silent, if I recall.
Erdegord.
Something like that. I don't know. Martin, all right?
Don't know, Sam. Yeah, Martin. Sam knows.
Marty.
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 Where is Mr.
Marty.
Marty.
Yeah, where is Sam? Samuel.
Been working a lot recently and he's watching them, so yeah.
Whoa, wait a second. He did a sub before 70 minutes.
He had to.
He did a sub before 70 minutes. Saka's injured?
Yep.
He's not injured.
Party hasn't taken a shot.
I don't know.
Kurt Zuma just took a party shot then.
Didn't you say 60? Didn't you say 68 minutes, Warren?
Yep.
You lost your bet.
Yeah.
64 minutes.
Well, that was a Willian one.
After 64 minutes. Martinelli after 82.
All right.
Oh, come on.
How did Martin just lose the ball like that?
Pete, you're right. We are poor, but we're that poor that we've.
Oh my God, El Neni.
Also, Pete, look at the league table, mate.
Hello, Pete.
Hello, Pete.
Welcome, Pete.
We're that bad. We kept our manager, by the way. We're
As
1 point
bad
off
as
you.
we've been all season.
Oh my gosh.
We
Neni.
the final and play like
So
that.
you mean by El Neni? He just basically set them up, said, here's the ball. Here, why don't you take a shot with it? Because you know what?
Rude.
It's a lovely new stadium you've got there. Shame the team, don't they?
Looks like a toilet bowl.
El Neni.
The thing is, I spoke to a Tottenham fan down the road the other day down the shops, and I bumped into a an actual Tottenham fan who chatted away, and he actually said that it doesn't like the fact that his stadium looks like a toilet bowl. He said it himself. I didn't even have to mention the Tottenham stadium. Great shot, Jude.
I don't know if you saw a few days ago. Put it on. I was having a conversation with someone on Twitter, and why is it that every new build stadium has to look exactly the same? So when we got the new site to build our new stadium on the Emirates, why couldn't we have built an exact replica of Highbury but bigger?
Yep. Yeah.
Why couldn't it look like the old Highbury? Why couldn't it have had character and features and a bit quirky? Why does it have to be the same as all the other ones all over the world?
So that's got to be a foul on Pulisic, right? He ran into Gabriel. Right?
I'm not being funny, but I still miss Highbury so bad.
Oh, I miss it so much. That's what I'm on about. No. Why, that would have been so good if you could have just done something like that. But no. I miss Highbury loads.
Yeah, I miss it that much. I've got a wall rug, and I've still got a model of it as well. I've had since I was a kid.
It's the most beautiful stadium in the world. In my opinion.
Bless you.
Oh. Yeah, Nathan's in the chat saying if Arsenal win this, they basically win the Champions League.
It's a new rule.
Oh, Pete. It pisses on the end. It's way better than yours. Are you take? If you think about it, if you take a step back, if you look at it, you've pretty much copied our design, technically, from the inside, the interior inside of it. Technically.
Okay.
You literally used the same people as us.
Maybe Martin's not allowed. Maybe Martin's not allowed to shoot.
Ryan Mason, Mourinho's love child. Pete.
Also, Pete, by the way, this is our worst period for the last few years. It's been our worst period as a club, competitive-wise. We're declining and we're still winning trophies. You're meant to be on an up fucking turn and you can't win fuck all. What's that tell you?
Pete, come on.
If you want to trade insults.
Pete, you shouldn't be here, mate. You should be hoovering the top of your trophy cabinet. It's got a lot of dust on it.
Have you seen that? They heard the new Paddy Power advert with Harry Kane, and it's in a press conference, and someone says, "Harry, you're likely to stay next season." He said, and someone says, "Let's keep the questions to being sensible ones, please."
Yeah,
honestly though, Pete, do you think Harry Kane is going to go this year, mate?
If you want to have a proper decent conversation with us and stop trading insults, feel free.
You think Kane's going to stop?
And also do
Or do you
subscribe, by the way.
think-
Because you never know. Come the 23rd of May, you could be coming back on to seeing us finish above you by a point. The way you're playing, anyway. And that's saying how it comes from an Arsenal fan saying this when we're shit this season. And I can honestly say that we're shit. Nathan says it could be worse than that. You could be Liverpool and think that we're gifted them the Europa League. Oh dear. Yeah, what do we think of Tottenham? What do we think of shit? Tottenham. Thank you.
You'll be staying.
That's all
You
right.
won't be doing an Ashley Cole and leading. I want you to come back on when he does the off as soon as the season's finished. Mate.
Yeah.
As soon as he buggers off to Paris Saint-Germain with your ex-manager.
Actually, I did say when obviously this thing broke for the cup for Mourinho's got sacked and all. I did say out of all the clubs, if he was to go abroad, the PSG would be the club he goes to because Potts is there and he loved Potts.
Yep. Mbappe will go to Real Madrid and Kane will go there.
Poch is amazing. He's going to lose the league to Lille this year. I mean, I thought my nan could manage PSG to the title, to be fair. But
Oh dear. I mean, literally, just watching
Mbappe
this.
to Real Madrid and Kane will go to PSG.
Chelsea have had 13 attempts, 3 on target. We've had 4 attempts, 2 on target.
Will he be doing Sol Campbell, Pete?
What, go to Arsenal? I wouldn't be surprised. But technically, he is an Arsenal fan. We've seen the proof. He's in the Arsenal kits at the title parades. So no matter what he says, he's an Arsenal fan. He came from our academy, for fuck's sake. Exactly, Steve. Exactly.
You know, it's really. I mean, that's got to be troubling, hasn't it, Pete? That the only time that Harry Kane has actually won something is when he was Millwall Young Player of the Year while he was on loan there.
Yeah, that's true. I think there was a thing the other day when Norwich obviously were officially the champions of the Championship. Someone said if he'd stayed at Norwich, he would have won 2 league titles by now. Just saying. What's your view on Adebayor? Your lovely celebration music back in front of you fans? Yeah, we loved it. We loved it even more when we scored 5 and beat you 5-2 back to back. Whilst he was your
Do you remember that goal he scored against Spurs, though?
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
we-
a cracker, Pete, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I bet you love that, Pete.
That was a
Back-
belter.
Yeah, back to goal, flipped it up and smashed it on the volley past Paul Robinson. Oh dear.
By an ATI Brownie.
To be honest, Peter, I think the only person I know is a Tottenham fan that actually rates Adebayor. Because every Tottenham fan I've spoke to, even when he was at Tottenham, couldn't stand him.
You know, we're having a terrible. To be honest, Pete, we're having an absolutely terrible season. We're not very fond of the manager.
Yeah.
We think the team is really, really poor. We don't like the owners at all. And to be, you know, when we're this bad, to be only that little bit behind you, you've got to be worried, haven't you? I would have thought. Who do you want to be your next manager, Pete?
That's a good question, actually. I've also got a free kick. Yay, 15 minutes to go. Dave is saying White Hart Lane, the land of the champions of being bottle jobs. Where there's most dust in the cabinet than Norwich.
Who do you want as your manager, Pete? Come on.
We got Brownie. Whilst he's waiting, I'm waiting for Pete's response. Whilst we're waiting. Stefan says, would have won F4 at Norwich. Shitty hits, history dodgers. Oh dear. I'm just repeating what the tweet was put out because he did it. Yeah, he did own spell, didn't he?
I've got to say, Stefan's right there. I once had the indignity of having to listen to Norwich fans singing "Follow, follow, follow," the yellow and the gold for an hour and a half. They didn't have a different song.
I've got a feeling that they're going to come back up and go back down again, like Fulham did this season.
Pete, you did sniff a chance of winning the Champions League. You did, and,
So
and
did
you
we.
stunk the place out.
So we had a sniff in 2006.
Yeah.
So don't talk about it.
At least we were ahead in that game.
We were 10 men
You
as
did
well.
have a sniff, mate, and you stunk the place out. It was terrible.
At least we actually lasted longer than 30 seconds in the Champions League final. Just saying. But it's the thing, you're bragging about Champions League, having a sniff of Champions League final recently. Fair enough, but you lost it. You didn't win it. You don't see us bragging about 2006. Yeah, we got to the final. Fantastic. We didn't win it, so don't brag about it.
Liverpool were there for the taking. I mean, who plays a half-fit centre forward when your other forward banged in a hat trick the week before? Your forward bangs in your forward bangs in a hat trick in the semi-final, and you're dropping for a half-fit Kane. Talk about bottling it. Big decision to be made there, and he blew it.
Brian is saying in the chat, I think if given the opportunity to Scott Parker with a bigger club, then he will blossom as a manager. But yeah, technically a bigger club than Fulham, let's be honest. Just saying.
Oh, this is the moment we hate. He has to take off the armband and then
Lacazette's captain.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking it was going to go even worse. So it doesn't go worse. I'll take a Lacazette with the armband. But I was thinking it was going to be the fashion model.
Pete, we're not let down week after week. We're realists, and we know that the team isn't very good at the moment. However, start of the season,
about it.
In the league.
Oh, but no, they won the league in November, didn't you know? The league was wrapped up in November after the North London derby. Didn't you know that? How did that go?
I'd have a bacon sandwich and calm down if I were you, to be honest. Pete.
Who parks a bus at 0-0 after the other week? Yeah, we did. Again, that's our Arteta. That's our Arteta's. Again, we're not advocate. If you run the channel more regularly, you'd know we full on the bus of Arteta. Is it good enough? He has to go. But there's a bigger picture as well, in the sense of we need for things to actually really change at the club. We need to get rid of the owner and get a new owner in that gives us shit, that cares about the club. Not about spending money in it, but it gives us cares. First and foremost about the club.
You can't be talking about parking the bus at 0-0 the other week when you didn't get out of your half in the final against Man City.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point, actually.
I don't think we were trying to park the bus. I think that's just actually what Arteta wants. That's his game plan. I think he doesn't even know what that means. I think if he tried to do something, that's when we struggle. I don't think he's tried to do any of that stuff. You guys are giving him a lot of credit. Behind us.
Oh dear. And then it says keeping you as the third biggest team in London. Well, mate, history dictates actually we're the biggest team in London, period. We're the third biggest team in the country, period. In history. You haven't won a league in 660. Since you last won the league in 61, how many league titles have Arsenal won, sorry? Remind me. How many FA Cups have we won? Remind me. How many actual European trophies have we actually won? European Cup, Cup Winners' Cups and all that. Oh, yeah.
Pete, talking of periods, how's that Davinson Sanchez getting on at centre back for you?
Again, right? Yeah, it's a rivalry and all that. You got to say this, but how have you actually taken over us? Just be honest. Let's be brutally honest. How have you actually taken over us? In which way? Because you finished above us for the last 3-4 seasons. You finished above us in the league. Okay,
but that's the limit of your ambition.
Have you won any trophies? No. Have we won trophies in that time period? Yes. I think success has been
FA Cup win, Pete.
I think success is built on what you win as silverware, trophies, titles, and all that. I think we've won a lot more recently than you have done in the last 20 years.
Is it true, Pete, that somebody broke into your trophy cabinet and escaped with a blue and white carpet?
No, they found a Judix stock. They found the Judix stock in there. Giving it a paint job.
It says it all that he's on. He's
on
sitting
that, yeah.
watching us. To be honest, just I don't.
He's asked, okay, we're 1 point off you. As it stands, if results stay like this, we are 1 point off you, and you are currently in the Conference League spot.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to go in
We don't even want to be there, Pete.
Yeah, exactly. I know I'd rather be.
I'll be a snob here. I don't want to be in Europe at all.
We're going to be calling Ryan Mason. We're going to be calling Agent Mason back soon.
And shit. Don't forget about Tim Sherwood as well, being at Revolta Club.
Tactics, Tim.
Good old Sherwood.
Bellerin made a defensive play, but then got hurt. So
yeah, I'm just seeing it now. It's literally on the floor.
It was a really good interception, to be fair.
it was good. It was good. I mean, I'm surprised. Really I don't usually expect that from him, so I'll take it.
Really, really important.
Big up, Nathan. Big up, Nathan. Come on, man.
Come on, Nathan.
Says Spurs are far from being the biggest team in London. Arsenal women are bigger than Spurs. Oh my boy. Oh dear. He also goes on to say he thinks Harry Kane will be at City next year. That's if he decides to stay in England. If he's as loyal to Tottenham as he claims to be, he won't stay in England. If he stays in England, he is not loyal to Tottenham at all.
Oh, there'll be meltdown.
Oh dear. Frankie says if Arsenal win this game, their last two games will finish with 61 points, which would be 5 points better than last season.
Yeah, so
true, but still not good enough.
We give Arteta 10 years, he might actually challenge the
Harry Kane's an Arsenal fan, says no. Again, it's not even like
Chelsea are the biggest.
Founded in 2004.
Chelsea are the biggest, he said.
Just behind, and then and the line drops massively, and then the peers ask, "Are you taking a biscuit? You're not listening, are you?"
I don't know what's the point in giving him any airtime, to be honest.
But again, he talks about recently. I mean, the whole point of being the bigger club in North London or the big club in London is what you win. You're basing on success. Your success is being above us for 4 seasons. That's it. That's it. You don't want trophies.
Previously to that, I think, how many was it? 19 we finished above them.
20 years back to back.
20. And unbelievable. Worst part of our history ever, and we still won more trophies in the last 4 years.
This is meant to be our worst time in our. This is meant to be the worst period in our recent history. Look at where we are.
When we built our stadium, Pete, we didn't have a fortuitous fire to allow us to do it.
Pete, mate, we're not even talking about 04. We're literally talking about recent times. In the last few years, it's meant to be our worst time in our most recent history, and we can still win trophies. This is meant to be your golden generation since '61.
Come on, let's give this the last. We won the Audi Cup.
This is the last 12 months.
Yeah.
The last 12 months, we've walked away with two trophies,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Just 12 months. So much for finishing above us.
I love the bitterness and the bitterness of these Tottenham fans thinking what they think. I'm like, seriously.
I've forgotten that guy's name again. You know, that YouTuber.
Expressions.
Yes, thank you. He said when I was listening to him during the finals, I said, and he said, "Listen, I'll take any silverware. Even the Charity Shield. I just want to win something." That came out of his mouth. Even the Charity Shield.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, 2 domestic cups. Yes, Pete, but they're 2 domestic cups. Your only chance for silverware is if you nick it out.
Okay, since your golden generation appeared around 2013, 2014, yeah, FA Cup 2014, 2015 FA Cup, 2017 FA Cup, 2020 last year FA Cup, and also all the community shields. If you want to count the community shields, we'll count them as well. What have you wanted? What have you actually wanted that time frame?
Pete, can you see your own argument that you're putting up on the screen? You're saying that Portsmouth won it. What about Wigan? Wigan won it. Yeah, they've all won it. And
They've won.
And you haven't.
You haven't, yeah.
He's proving
You're making it even
his
worse for yourself,
point.
Pete.
He's proving his
You're making it
point.
even worse for yourself.
Even teams worse
Pompey
than
and
us
Wigan are
have
now in
won
League Two
something.
and won more than
So yes, but we're better than you in London. There you go.
you know what? I'm going to use. You know what, guys? I'm using this clip, this moment here. For that.
Even Wigan and Portsmouth have won it. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Where's that shovel? I need a bigger shovel.
Yeah.
But it says Wigan and Pompey are allowed League 1, League 2 opposition, basically. League 1, League 2, whatever. And they've won a trophy more than you. Fucking idiots.
Your things to focus on.
You know what? He's getting us to the end of this match, so let's go. Pete, some more. I want some more. I need some more.
We have bigger things, mate. What bigger things? You're not getting Champions League next season. You're not going to win the league ever in my lifetime. I'm fucking nearly 32. You're not going to win it in my lifetime. You're not going to win the FA Cup anytime soon either. You're literally history trophy dodgers that done and dusted. It is what it is. Exceptionally for what it is. And bear with me, actually.
Win one of the World Cups. I know you won another one since the Cup, but yeah. Arsenal manager had to come in and help you out.
Even then.
Allardyce as the next manager. Pete. Honestly.
Yeah, and that's what I said. Actually, no, Allardyce would be perfect for Tottenham. Don't win for fuck all, and that puts them back where they deserve to be. Bottom half of the league, fighting relegation.
We go through all the teams that won trophies.
See, Stefan,
the Ipswich fan.
more recently, Ipswich.
You dug yourself a hole. We gave you a chance to get yourself out of a hole, and you kept digging and digging, so you suffer the consequences now.
In the league next year, and he'll say, "Oh, it's nothing." Even Leicester won.
Ryan, did you set this guy up? I know you did.
Oh, of course.
You're like, you know what? I think the game might be shite, so I'm going to bring some of my. Just come on in with like 30 minutes to go, and get us going because we could be crying, and we're not. But keep it coming.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh my days! Seriously.
Oh,
1-1.
No, but you
almost 1-1.
We're living on the edge.
Leicester are bigger club. Well, they are. Again, Leicester won a league title.
Oh, is that twice? They hit it twice?
Yeah, they hit the crossbar twice.
Oh, God.
Giroud.
I told you it's Giroud.
Hanging on in the word.
Oh, dear. This is
Holding got a head on the ball. There you go.
Pete, you've got to stop playing FIFA, mate. Honestly. It's a real bad
Football manager.
Pete, Leicester have won a league title more recent than you.
So
more recent than us, but more recent than you. We've won
in the table.
Exactly.
Giroud, when he hit the crossbar, though, that was a terrible miss. He should have scored that.
6 minutes. How is it 6 minutes? What's going on? Didn't we pay for like a 1 minute extra time? Come on.
Bellerin was down.
Ferguson back in charge again.
Oh,
6 minutes. Was anybody injured?
Bellerin was down for ages.
Pete's saying a one-off trophy does not make Leicester bigger than Tottenham. Behave. It's not even a trophy; it's a title. It's a league title they won. Do we want to go there? You want to keep digging? Please keep digging, please. So keep us going for the next half hour if you want. They won a league title, and they could win an FA Cup this weekend, which makes it two trophies.
You blew it when you had it in your hands against Leicester, and you blew it.
That'd be two. Yeah, and you not only did you blow that, you came third in the Shaw's race.
Yeah, he finished behind us as well.
Tell me something, Pete. Are Spurs fans, are they considerate lovers? Because you're always coming second.
Oh dear.
That was a real save by Leno, that was, by the header. And then that was a terrible miss, the second one.
I don't think Giroud really sort of looked. He just swung it.
Yeah, but he had a big part of the goal to aim for there. Striker like him should have scored that.
Dave, he says, "Come on, call this Tottenham fan an Uber. He's lost. He's in an Arsenal.
Mate.
He's on an Arsenal YouTube channel. Of course, he's bloody lost."
Pete, you've done it again. I've got a question for you. Whose squad is currently worth more, yours or Arsenal's? Yours is by a mile, and we're right behind you.
And we're still one more than that. You just stuck yourself a hole there. You just confirmed your squad is worth more, but they haven't won fuck all.
Is that really important to you, Spurs fans? Things like that.
Any little victory, isn't it?
Our team on FIFA.
I bet you bought all the gold cards on FIFA, haven't you, Pete?
Oh, got Messi in his team as well, don't you know? How's that worth more? How? Oh my God, this guy's delusional.
£700 a week,
Pete, mate. You know, I'm enjoying your conversation. You're making yourself look like an idiot, but you know what? It's free, so what? Can you please subscribe to the channel so you can come back? keep the rest of us entertained for the rest of the season.
Pete, does your dad know you're on the internet? Just, have you got permission from your parents?
Oh, there's a penalty. It's got to be. Oh, you tosser.
To them or us? Well, meant to be to us by the sounds of it.
Giving him your card for simulation.
Well, they've got to check VAR, make sure it was actually simulation.
Party was steaming through on goal. Well.
How can he give a yellow for that?
Pete, I've got to admire your courage.
Seriously.
Season ticket holder and been going since the 80s.
Seriously. How is that? Was it actually drama club?
With that information,
I mean, his legs in between legs there.
That's a penalty, I think.
His legs in between legs there. There's no way.
Will they check it?
No, the VAR's not even going to look at that?
Arsenal.
That is dreadful.
Mate, we ain't delusional. We know where we are as a club, and we're saying it as it is. Even in our worst.
Pete, we've answered a lot of Pete's questions, seriously, and I'm asking a serious question here. So, Pete, if we do hold on to this lead here, and we're 1 point behind, and if we do finish above you this season, in our worst season in living memory by many fans
in Premier League history,
factually our worst Premier League year ever. If we do finish above you, how would that make you feel then? I mean, I'd like to know. Would he be saying all this stuff if we do finish above you this season? I'd love to know. I'll wait for your answer, Pete.
Oh dear.
It's on a postcard.
Because we've been piss poor. We all know we're dreadful, but we might still finish above you. I mean, that must be quite a big wounder to take. A big kick in the stomach for you, really, to be honest. So I'd love to see how bolshy you are if that was to happen.
I want you to come back on, Pete, because you cheered us up there, mate. You really did.
Well, Pete's come back and said, he says, if that happens, I will personally come on and say Arsenal are a better team.
Okay.
Hold it. Subscribe to the channel then, and make sure you do come back then, if it is the case.
I wasn't being funny because
we have been a genuine question.
Useless this year, and it would just be unbelievable if we finished above you lot, being how bad we are.
Especially you went and got Bale.
Game over.
50 mil.
All right, game's over. It's got to be. It's off
the only
them.
one behind Tottenham now. That's unbelievable, considering how much better they are than us.
Yeah, when you consider how much better the squad is.
And especially, the FA Cup finalists, Champions League finalists, and the form that they've been on. This is their second defeat under Tuchel, and he's been in charge since the end of January, February.
A couple over Chelsea this year.
Pete, you've got Davison Sanchez in your side. We've got 6 Davison Sanchez in our side, and you're still only a point ahead of us. How do you
Done a
manage
double
that?
over Chelsea, boys.
Yay!
Hey, but you know what? We still struggled against Burnley. So I mean, Burnley got us. So I don't know. So where does that put Chelsea then? If Burnley got us,
we're fourth. I think. Aren't we statistically fourth since that magical day?
Yeah,
when we
we've
beat
been fourth since Christmas or something. Yeah.
Boxing Day, yeah.
And we've got the fourth best defensive record in the league.
And our first win at Stamford Bridge in 10 years. Woo! In League
20.
One. Anyway.
Mason in charge. You've every chance of finishing below us.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
10
years, that's disgusting, really.
Oh, no, the 5-3 was the last time we beat them in the league at Stamford Bridge. But Nathan in the chat says Arsenal having a United stage, but will be top 4 in the next 2 to 3 years for sure, he thinks. Where is it? Pete did say, I'm going to get here. There we go. I will wear an Arsenal shirt and come on to the stream apologising if we finish above them this season.
Pete, how do you manage to find new and amazing ways to fuck up? But a manager is well known for actually winning trophies, and you sack him 4 days before the final.
We've got
right there.
Palace and Brighton the last 2 games. Who've you got? Who's Tottenham got the last 2 games?
I'll have a look in a sec. Maybe I've got bear with me a sec. The phone. Yeah, I'll up on the phone. Look at Friday.
Brian Mason's manager. I wouldn't be confident about winning either of the last 2 games.
Tactical genius, right, mate?
Spurs
I'm not
playing.
Going to win both players, to be honest. But
Spurs' next game is at home to Wolves.
Well, that's a dodgy one.
And then midweek, let's have a look at midweek. Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? No, next Wednesday.
Win
right,
the last
and then they got Villa.
Villa ain't easy.
And then match day, the final match day, the
We're
season.
above Everton.
It load up. Leicester away.
Bloody hell! So you are going to finish below us. You know that. You know that. So I'll be very, very worried about what you just said because we hold you to that.
Draw against Palace.
Palace and Brighton. That's our games. That's it.
And then you've got Leicester, Wolves, and Villa.
Yep.
And then you're going to finish above us.
Don't worry, pressure's off Arsenal now. We'll win all our games.
Our last 2.
Also, Leicester, who could be FA Cup winners by the time they play Tottenham. Also, Leicester, who want to cement the Champions League finals, the Champions League spots.
Exactly.
When you're 10 points off them as it is, so yeah, literally, you can't catch Leicester, but you can still technically catch because you've got a game in hand over Chelsea. You can still catch Chelsea, I think, just on goal dip as it stands. But yeah. Oh dear, it is what it is.
But we won.
Do you really think you can finish above us? Yes, I do, Pete. Yes.
Because you've got jobs, Pete.
Play.
Pete, you bottled it. You bottled it in the final, and then when everybody lost, you bottled it in the game against Leeds.
And also, Pete, you got to remember, Pete, if you're like, going back to the 80s, Tottenham fan as you are, you say going back to the 80s and all that. Most of these matches coming, you've won 2 games, if not 1 or 2 games. That's it. You've lost against teams you shouldn't lose against, basically, as well. Leeds battered you off the pitch. The final, you didn't even bother turning up, basically. It's a final. Why don't you go for it? It's a fucking final. Even we would go for it, for fuck's sake. Where's shite?
Ryan, don't be reading out that name in the chat. You're absolutely right.
Oh, no, I know what you're saying, yeah. the last person I know, bigger. Dick, I can say the first name. I can say the first name technically. I can't say the second part. But yeah.
Well said, Mr. Cider.
Oh dear, you do get them sometimes. Oh dear. The thing is, Villa isn't an easy game because you've got Grealish coming up from injury. He's going to avoid a point. end the season as strong as possible, give himself a chance of a European spot for England for the Euros. Martinez is he's done well this season. It's going to take a lot to get past Martinez. So defensively, they are sound, really. And they've got something to fight for as well. They want a European spot, be it the Conference League or the actual Europa League itself. So it's not going to be as easy as you think, mate. And as I said, you're struggling against Southampton, who are full from bottom.
I've got to say, Pete coming on and then putting up comments
sort of helped the game go past.
Absolutely properly.
I think you've ruined our chat about sponsorships, to be perfectly honest.
Well, that sponsorship conversation may have lost the channel, so I think we're okay, right? we were going down a dark road, and I don't know what's going to be at the end of it.
Pete likes it dark anyway.
Shoot off now, boys. So it's been a
pleasure.
Yeah,
no worries. Yeah, absolutely.
See you, Andrew.
Cheers, Andrew.
See you soon, yeah?
Yeah, Melvin's in the chat as well.
Mate.
He's joined us in the chat. Yeah.
Take it easy, boys.
Take it easy, guys. I'll chat to you later.
Ta-ra, buddy. Dixon,
take care, mate.
Great
Take
name.
care.
Don't worry about it.
But
Hi,
yeah.
Melvin.
What's Melvin? Still a Zoom call?
I think he lied about the Zoom call. He didn't want to.
So did I. He didn't want to join us, did he? He was hiding behind the sofa.
I think Melvin's down in dungeon.
Oh dear.
Sorry about the name.
Look, you know I'm not going to say the full name, so you don't have to apologise.
Yeah.
So.
No, you're not, Dixon. No, you're not.
Oh dear. Yeah, finally done a double over Chelsea after how long? 17 years, I think Dixon said earlier in the chat. 17 years since we done it. 17 years since we last done the league double, and that was when we won the league. That was the season we won the league. The last one in the league. 03-04, and then since then it's been hit and miss here and there. But it is what you know. What I don't care what people go. Oh, they had their foot off the gas. We got lucky with the goal. We just sat back with the whole entire game. Should have had a pen, but that's another matter. Oh dear, but you know what? What made it even better is a Tottenham fan comes in and thinks he's big iron. But yeah,
Wigan got me. That was better.
Oh fuck it! That was it. As soon as I saw that in the chat, and you guys, I was like, yeah,
Zoom lolly.
you've just a Zoom lolly.
Cracked all over you.
Melvin, you've missed it tonight, Melvin. You missed an absolute belter for the last 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Oh,
I enjoyed the middle bit.
Okay, now. Yeah, fucking. As soon as he mentioned the last 10 years, Wigan and Pompey won, I was like, yeah, but have you won it? Fucking hell. Jesus. A little delusional, but bloody hell.
Absolutely right.
Literally rent free. Oh my days! Look at that comment up. Who wants to tell Melvin what happened?
We had a Tottenham fan come in about the last 15, 20 minutes. Melvin, he was going, oh, you know, so what? We haven't won a trophy, and then he went, look at the people who have won it. He put Portsmouth, Wigan, and then we had to point out to him that look at them, they've even won a trophy. He was priceless, mate. He was absolutely priceless.
It's put it this way, it's worth going back, and I'll be using at least 2 minutes of that 15 20 minutes to promote this stream later. Trust me. Oh dear. Thomas Partey is actually pretty good. Need the right, yeah.
He went bad today, was he?
Not just the right guy to manage. He needs a long-term partner alongside him. He can't keep going back and forth between El Neni or Xhaka or Ceballos and things like that. He needs a solid partnership put next to him to bond, make a bond and a partnership with that person. Oh dear, but yeah, Melvin literally. If you go after I wrap this up, if you go back to about 25, 30 minutes ago. So just look for the name Pete when the first comes up on the screen, and you'll just sit back and relax, and you'll just see what it kicks off, basically. It gives it the big eye, and we put him in his place. And then his last argument was trying to win a battle was, what team's worth more? And then we tell him what team's worth more, and that the fact that the team that's worth less at the moment in time has won more than Tottenham.
And the teams that have won the trophies as well. That was quite funny.
Oh yeah, apparently Leicester winning the title was a meaningless trophy, apparently, according to the Tottenham fan as well. Oh dear. Yeah, even Stefan had a laugh as well. So that's the thing. You know what we want, and I mean, did Smith get man of the match though?
I think so. Yeah. He should have been. Yeah, he's the best player.
No, he did an interview. I think it came up on the screen. I was like, okay, that's cool.
No, Aubameyang will never do it, will he?
But we won. It's Aubameyang not realised we won.
He was angry when he came off.
We'd do fuck all. Oh, we got an assist, and the easiest assist in the world. Let's be honest. Apart from I did fuck all. But it is what it is. You know what? We won 1-0. We've all gone quiet. We're all shocked. That's how bad things are. Oh my days!
I don't think Tottenham would be sponsored by Brasso. They haven't got anything to polish.
Melvin saying only one man match.
Sponsored by Ben.
Oh my days! See, if Peter left us alone, it would have been another half hour. Would have been a full 45 minutes of us talking crap, quite literally. But, oh dear. It's amazing what we can do when the pressure's off, eh? Here's the stats. 19 attempts from Chelsea, 5 on target. Us, 5 attempts, 2 on target, 1 booking. Touches in the opposition box, 8 for Arsenal, 50 for them. Possession, 32 for us, 68 to them.
Guys, I've got to go. I've got to be up at 5:30.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap things up as well, guys. And then, Warren, are you around tomorrow?
Yes, I am.
Tomorrow night for the rearranged Man United Liverpool game.
Yeah.
Assuming the fans don't storm the stadium again, that is.
Yeah. Well, they've probably changed the security company, haven't they?
I think they put a barricade up where they broke in last time anyway. Oh dear. But it is what it is. But yeah,
it will be funny if they find their way back in again.
Yeah. But yeah, again, thanks to Andrew, and obviously you guys joining me and keeping me company. We actually enjoyed that today. The game wasn't the greatest of games, but I enjoyed it. We had a laugh. Tottenham fan finished it off. And yeah, I mean, Russ, where can people find you? Actually, we've got things like where can people find you? Where do you want to be found?
I never want to be found anywhere. Find me at RuggyBoy101 on Twitter, Arsenal Central on YouTube, and Ross Morgan on Facebook if you're that bothered. But thank you for having me on, Ryan. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely no problem. We've got 2 more games and we've got the Euros. By the way, Ash Cole, crack a smile. The team that made.
You can do every game of the Euros.
I'm thinking about it because there's nothing else to do, is there? Nothing else to do. Might as well pass the day as well. But those days will go quicker. Oh dear. Apart from that, I won't do the fucking shitty games. Oh hell no! If I can watch some paint dry, that might be my luck. But yeah. I mean, Warren, what about yourself? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Thorn. Find me on that, and Warren Thornton on Facebook if you're that bothered. Just getting into trouble on Twitter normally, and then coming on here. And I will say, thanks for everybody's company in the chat. And if you are watching this, smash the likes up and come see us again.
Yeah, and lastly, Gary, what about yourself?
Yes, so DWDT on YouTube, DWTT Arsenal. If you do a search on that, I should pop up first. Don't waste a tweet on Twitter. Find me here for game days or Thursdays and Sundays on Arsenal Fan Circle. So, yeah.
And you can find.
I guess we'll have my 5 coming out Hopefully within
Yeah,
24 hours.
What was your
Yeah.
five today? Didn't ask
My
you.
five
earlier. What was
today.
your five?
My five today was actually, and it's interesting. It was Emile Smith Rowe, Aubameyang, Saka, Partey, and Marie. So I and two of them combined on the goal. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't quite ask much more than that.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah. Cheers, Mike, Mark, and Stefan as well. Glad I caught you all. Fell asleep early. Oh dear. Wait till you mate, Stefan. If you've had your vaccine yet, wait till you have your vaccine, especially the second one. I've had the second one obviously last Saturday, and literally all I've done most of the time is sleep. It's that I don't know what they've put in it, but it's fucking amazing. For no reason, I'm sleeping most of the time.
Spot on, Dixon.
Oh dear. And yeah, 2003 World Cup was great for me as well, as an Englishman.
Yeah.
But, yeah. couldn't ask for a better year that year. And yeah, obviously you can find Andrew over on his channel, Dial Squared to Wear, and obviously his podcast is available on various other podcasts, audio outlets, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, and all that jazz. Oh. So yeah, second one's come up very soon for Stefan. Okay, that's cool. But I'm just saying, depending what way you have, you've had the same as me. I had the Oxford one again, and yeah, for some reason this one made me more sleepy than the first one. Because I was on top of it, there's no real effects on me because I was keeping on top of it every 4 hours, taking my tablets and all that. But this one, it's made me more sleepy. Hell of a lot more
I've got
sleepy.
mine on Friday.
What, your first or your second one?
First one.
Good luck, mate.
Don't know
Well,
what
Good
one
luck
I'll
to
have.
you. Yeah, do you find out in the day that it's situated that's how it is. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, you've enjoyed obviously the laughs we've had in the last half hour and the entire show itself and the guys who the panel and all that. You want to see more of it? Do subscribe to the channel. It's as we said last night, being Richard said, it's free. It don't cost a thing, and we provide better content than Sky. So what can you ask for?
Good man, Dixon.
And we will be back tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow for the Man United Liverpool game. Watch along. And then on Friday, I'll be doing a podcast. Just thinking of obviously the idea behind, obviously the main idea behind the actual podcast itself. Saturday is FA Cup final day, and I know Richard is doing a podcast on his channel for the FA Cup final, based on obviously Arsenal's history in the FA Cup finals, this, that, and the others. Go and check that out on the day itself. Sunday, I'll be covering the Arsenal Women's FA Cup match against Crystal Palace ladies at Bournemouth. Joe's last game as Arsenal ladies manager before he goes back to home to Australia. And then next week, a whole schedule will be ready for next week in terms of in between the Crystal Palace game, podcast, this, that, and the other. Hopefully, I'll be talking to Mark in a bit as well, finalising the date for the next quiz. And we'll go from there, guys. And until then, enjoy the rest of your evening. Arsenal actually won a game. No matter what anyone says, we actually won a game by actually scrapping. Hook or by crook, we got over the line. You know what? I'll take it. We're a point off that knock down the road. It's pissed off a viewer because obviously they came in and had a little barney with us. And yeah, as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. Cronky out. Get out of my club.